everybody. We are back here on Crit and Miss on Thursday night with another episode of Worldrender for you. We are up to episode 15. It's a long way in for our third season now. We were just discussing before, we actually passed 50 episodes as a stream, like probably close to 10 episodes ago, and completely forgot. So we will figure that out exactly, and we'll mark our 100th milestone. To explain that for those of you that have only been with us for a while, we had a previous campaign called Forces of Nature that was set in Exandria, the world created by Matt Mercer. But we decided to move into my homebrew world for our third season. So this is still an ongoing sort of campaign from there, as the some of the characters anyway transitioned over from the previous world and joined this one through some, let's say, what's the word I'm looking for? Portal malfunctioning? It's probably the best way to put it. So yeah, we ended up in this new world. We've had all sorts of wonderful adventures up in the northern reaches of the land of Galan. And at this point, we are up to a part where the party are going after a lich, which is no small feat, and they're currently camped out in a cave in some foothills in the northern wastes, which is like a tundra kind of area. And the party are camped in a cave there, trying to find the bastions of giant civilization in the hills here, to try and gain their aid. They've already met a kobold civilization. They're ice kobolds, so they're all like, pale blue skinned and live up in the tundra here. They've got their help, and what?
I said they move really slow. I'm picturing, like lizards can't be in the cold, or they just sit there. Sorry, anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, they're actually immune to cold damage. It's weird. They must be under some kind of protection, maybe of a bigger blizzard, namely Acanthanak, the Blizzard of Woe. The dragon deity that you guys have struck a bargain with to go and fight this lich. And so that's what's going on. You guys are on the way up there, trying to find the giants, and we have ended up having a rest in the cave. Someone was on watch. I believe that was Kadam, and he smelled someone approaching. So that's where we left off. But before we actually get into things, hey everybody, how are you?
Not too bad. We survived the week.
Boy, the plus.
I'm not too bad. I had the tooth pulled out, so mouth's a bit sore. But other than that, it's good.
Have they got you on the good painkillers at least?
No, there was nothing. Go home and have Panadol and Nurofen.
You should get relief. You get a tooth pulled, right?
True, yeah.
Well, he said he had to slice the gum a little bit to get the tooth out, because otherwise it might have snapped.
Yeah, I had a root canal once, and you're right, Fizz, like that tooth was so badly infected and repetitively getting infected before that like once it happened, yeah, sure, I had some painkillers for after, because they had to drill down into my gums and stuff, but oh my god, the relief. This is so good. Yeah. So,
don't get me wrong, painkillers are a plus.
Yeah. So, let's just pull up the regional map so everyone can see sort of where you guys made it, where you're at, all that kind of thing. Putting up now. You've left from the mountain pass, north passage of it, which to the south of that, within the mountains, is Zarzeth Tilson. That's the kobold town. You've travelled across the, I guess, like plague lands isn't right, sort of corrupted lands that are spreading outwards from Malachite's Rest, which is known to be the home of the Lich, or the lair of the Lich. You have, so far, most of what you've encountered, especially crossing those corrupted areas between the North Passage and where you are now in the foothills, has been mostly undead. And from what you've seen with some of what's going on with it, they all seem to have, like, their particular essence seems to be something that has been recognized by some of you that you may have seen elsewhere. As an example, Kadam you may remember before you came to this place, the obsidian caverns that you travelled through with your shipmates, and the portal you came across, and the arcanist that was channeling through the portal, and the drow and the bugbear that protected her. Their eyes glowed with an intense, deep purple violet kind of energy, and otherwise black. You've seen whiffs of this black purple smoky energy around beings like that before.
So that deep purple came from their eyes.
Well, that's one of the places you saw it.
So I thought it was
yeah,
just
fun.
smoke in the water.
Okay, so everybody please take 100 d10 psychic damage, and thanks very much for joining us, guys, because that's the end of the campaign. Because Jeff just killed everybody. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, where was I? Trying to improv a bloody intro and get like puns coming.
So
Jeffrey.
you were relating to the eyes of the drow and the very charismatic bugbear that were guarding the portal.
Yes, and the arcanist woman that was channeling things through the portal that seemed to be summoning a dragon through it. Now, I will point out you have since faced a dragon like that not that long ago. You're starting to put some of these things together as you're thinking while your watch is going on. So you've seen examples like that. Ralph, you've seen many examples of this kind of power before, and it never used to be like, it was a little different when you first started encountering it. First were humans with jet black eyes, but then you encountered a lesser form of the dragon that you guys have recently faced, and a half dragon that seemed to bear similar kinds of energy. So the pieces you're starting to put together are that whatever is going on across the world that is causing this kind of corruption is not simply from here. It's been encountered in various places, and in various forms, various beings. So there's something up with that. And so these are things that you might have dwelled on over the last rest. Hey, Crit and Bears, going on, fan? Yeah, we love you too, nerd. Good to see ya. So, with that, guys, Ralph is sleeping. He's just gone back, or he might still be just awake, but he's just gone down for a rest. Taiji, you'll be in shutdown mode inside while Kadama's keeping watch, and your other companions are also resting. And with that, Kadam, I think you made me a perception check last week.
Did I?
Oh, I've got an 18 roll here. Oh no, that was your D20 roll. Ralph made me a perception check for his thing, so you haven't made me a perception check yet.
Oh, excellent. Okay, here.
So we don't actually know if you have heard what may or may not be coming.
I may have. I rolled a 27.
Okay, so before we figure out that, I do need something else. I need D4s from each of you, please. Start with. Okay, 4, 2.
Not that character. This character.
Okay, cool. No problem. I think we can work with that. So let me just have a look over at the map. Now I will bring you guys over with me because I did a map. I didn't entirely do a map. I mostly did a map. I went and found a map on Encana that was close to what I wanted, and then cloned it and changed it. Should probably tell you whose map I cloned. Give me 2 seconds, please.
And that's what every good DM does.
Uh-huh.
Especially
In the meantime,
especially when we work as well as play.
So where I've put you guys here on the map, like you guys should be here, you should be able to see with a little bit of light at least and some dark vision. I'll put you guys on top of the tree, but you're actually inside the cave, like the cave entrance is here.
Mm-hmm.
So Kadam, you'd probably be like, hanging out about there somewhere. So as you remember, I described like you're coming up to you're entering the foothill. So this kind of area to the south east of the map is where you came up through, and found this here. So there were some trees around, and you would be continuing up to the northeast, and winding around the pathways that would lead you further on. This is where you've stopped for the night. Robar said it's usually used as a point of rest between Tilson and the giant communities that exist in the hills. So now I am trying to tell you about the map. So let me see.
I just remembered one little question. Is my little friend with me?
Well, he needs sleep too, but just thinking about that. I mean, why not? Why not?
He might have been sleeping in my my chair.
In the howdah, yeah. So yeah, let's say he's asleep, but he's sleeping in the howdah. Even though it's like all aglow with light and stuff.
So we've probably got a system where I can knock on the roof with my trunk.
Sure.
Or, the floor with my trunk.
Yeah.
Keep it down up there. Stop snoring.
Oh, come on, Matt, where are you?
I can see the map. Does that help?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just trying to find the original so I can shout out the person who made that. When you guys are there. And then I've got I can't find it right now. Maybe if I go to here. Okay. No, that's not that one. Go to that one. Oh, well, that's not showing up. This is really my bad because I seem to have lost that one, or it's just disappeared from the thing. But yes, I grabbed it off Incarnate from the Claimable Map section, so go and check out the maps there, and you'll probably see the original in there somewhere. Incarnate's really cool like that. It has a whole bunch of claimable maps that you can then go and edit and change all the things and repaint them. Oh, that's right. That's why I'm not finding it. I'm looking for a snow map, but it wasn't originally a snow map. That's why I'm not spotting it. There it is. Okay, the original map is actually like a more forested thing. It's called Cave Entrance Battle Map in Night, and it's by the Goose Quill on Incarnate. There we go. Thank you for bearing with me, folks. Got to do the right things by people we get our content from. Okay, so communities of giants. At least they might be giants, yeah. And last week there might have been giants, but there weren't. We'll see. Maybe they don't exist anymore. I just need to do
tall tale.
Maybe. Okay, so there's that. I'm just doing some
through to us too.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 Okay, I need you. In that case, I need you to re-roll that D4 for me, please. We'll see what we get instead.
Rerolling another D4?
Yeah.
That's correct.
I don't even know what the first D4 was for.
Determining what the encounter was going to be. Just taking the average. Yeah. Okay. Yep, sweet, no problem. Let me do the stealth real quick. The way this is going, Jeff, like, you are most definitely going to be able to detect everybody coming. I'm just making sure. Someone might get lucky.
Well, Yeah, my passive is 18.
Yeah, I'm aware. And you're actively on watch, so that's why you rolled 27.
Oh yeah, that's right. Active 27. Yeah, so that's double that.
Yep. All right. So yes, you can both smell and hear, not see because they're too far away, but you can smell and hear the approach of 4 mounted individuals, 4 mounted humanoids. They're mounted on.
Mounts.
Yes, no, they're mounted on what smell to you like winter wolves. You got the same fucking roll again, you bastards. So they're mounted on what smell to you to be winter wolves, which Yahsob is quite familiar with, and you guys have also fought before. When you were first leaving Bastion in the first few days, you encountered some of these guys. The individuals are riding them, however, it's not quite so clear what they are, other than humanoid. But there is a slight stench of death on 2 of them, at the very least.
May, at this point, I'd like to stick my head in the den.
Yep.
So we got 2 heads working here. One's gonna say, "Everyone, wake up! Their baddies coming!" And they don't really like to shower.
Okay. So saying that, you will hear the footsteps kind of stop as you like the approaching of the walls creeping forward. As you say that, maybe about 70 feet to your southeast. And it seems like they're coming from the direction that you guys came from to get here.
Right. Well, apart from trying to wake everyone up as I just did, all I can really do is just hold my ground. I'm not really one for stealth. I'm just gonna be the elephant out of the room.
All right. In which case, I'll get everyone
over to there a bit.
Yeah. In which case, I'm going to get everyone to roll initiative now.
You cleared the combat log?
Wouldn't do that.
Well, mine
is
a hot
yeah,
mess.
it is a hot mess. There we go. It is cleared. Please, if everyone can now roll initiative. These guys.
And you can just roll bucket from bucket.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also,
Also
I don't
the other
think she's
guys.
still poisoned.
Shouldn't be, no. Combat tracker. It's San and the others are in there. So, all right. So on this first turn, you guys have just been woken up, so you're going to be waking up. It's going to take this turn to actually wake up, get your shit together, and be ready to do anything. However, you guys, whatever's approaching is still a distance away, and you don't quite know what's up yet. So San is first off the rank. So I'll pop him down here with you, Yahsob. And he's just sort of wake up. Trouble? Okay. And he'll like reach his bow and he'll look out distance. Let me just check something. Yeah, he can see. Yeah. He can probably he'll just sort of like point out, someone riding wolves. It's like 3 of them. Now there. And he sort of points in the same direction you heard them coming from. With that, this might be a little bit of a shock to you when. Actually, it's fine. Let's do this the other way around. Okay, so one of them. So, checking stat block. You may not see this. How fucking we go. Yeah, I think you're right, you. Out of the darkness, one of these wolves comes rushing towards you, getting right up in your face, but before it does, you can't help but notice a humanoid male sitting atop of it, clad in deep black plate metal armor, wielding a weapon almost as long as Ralph's, but rather than a spear tip on the end, it's got a massive blade. It's some kind of glaive. He looks kind of mean. The armor he's wearing is quite ornate, definitely made of metal, and it's got cloth tabard, stuff like that. That is the image I'm going to put through is basically what this guy looks like, but has purple where the red is. That guy on top of the Winter Wolf. Now that guy's not going to do anything just yet, but the Winter Wolf, however, that's approached you, is going to require a dexterity saving throw from both you and Sand, please, as it exhales a blast of freezing wind in your direction from its toothy maw. Frost breath. So you have failed. Can I also get one from Sand, please? You should have access. Yes, you do. Oh, wait. Let me just check Sand's stat block. Oh, we've made him warrior. He will actually be immune to this because he's a icewind, not an icewind, but an ice kobold. So he's immune to cold damage. So he's fine, but Yahsob / Kadam, you are going to take 19 points of cold damage. Followed by, let's see, you'll see another of these will sort of appear at the edge of the darkness. Can you reach you with that? I don't think you will be able to, so I'm just going to stick there. And there is some kind of dragonborn riding this one. It's just on the very outskirts of like the vision. He hasn't quite reached you. He pulls up short there, looking like he's waiting for something. Then we will have. You can hear another one running, but this one doesn't emerge from the darkness. It instead seems to be heading off in a northeasterly direction. And similar with a fourth, but instead you hear it sort of like and then leap and then like it's leapt up one of the embankments and then continued further to the north, and Sand kind of spots it off in the distance and points up towards a tree up that way. So there's you can't see it yet, Kadam, because the light's not there, but for those of you that have further dark vision, it's up this way. If I go there. And up next, it is Bucket's turn. Bucket is similarly to the rest of you waking up. And same with you, Ralph. Do you want to don your armor or don a shield, anything like that? Like, I'll let you do that as you're waking up this
No.
turn and getting ready. No?
No. If I could have that
Okay.
action, then I would just use it. No, I'm good.
Alright, no problem. Yeah, Taiji, now you are in shutdown mode. So similar situation, like you're aware of what's going on, so you hear it straight away. I want to say you can have again, so similar to Ralph, like if you your armor doesn't come off, does it? So if you need to don a shield, anything like that, you can have half your movement just for that extra if you want to try and get outside. But I want to say though that that's just going to get you to the cave entrance because I haven't determined how deep the cave actually is.
Yeah.
You said it.
That's
It
cool.
was really short.
Oh, I did.
For us.
Okay, I'll just say you are where you are. Then take half your movement. It's fine. Actually, look. I tell you what. Let's because you were on watch. You did. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. Ralph, you and Bucket can both have half movement, and you can have an action. Taiji, you can have full movement and an action.
Okay.
So let's go back up to Bucket.
She'll just hold her action to dash, and then on my turn, I'll mount her and dash out, whatever that looks like.
So yeah, cool. So you get up, mount, boom, 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 dashing out to there. So she dashes out. Oh, you probably don't want to go all the way up to him, do you? Because you
that's
reach.
fine.
Yeah. Okay. So I can pop you there, and then you can have your action to attack if you like.
Yeah. So I want to use not my action, but I think my bonus action. The thing
Okay.
where I can make the pike 15 feet.
Sure.
So I don't have my shield or armor, so bonus action speaks a command where it extends the length of the weapon. Reach becomes 15.
No problem.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
that's it.
I'm just unhiding all the other tokens because I just realised you probably can't see them. But now anything that is within your range to see, you will be able to see. If it's behind something, just assume it's got some cover, but you'll be able to tell that it's there. None of them are hiding. Alright, so in that case, Taiji, you can basically have your turn and an action, but no bonus. So movement, action.
Alrighty then.
I just realised if I make you all stay asleep for the whole round, Kadam's going to be half dead. So I probably shouldn't do that. I'm mean, but I'm not that mean. Or am I being too nice again, Jeff? Can't hear you.
Oh, I was on mute. And I'm not. I was actually saying I'm not going to say a word, so it was very fitting.
Excellent.
I have nothing. I'm going to go with the golden rule. Whatever the GM decides,
Yep.
that is what we'll be doing.
Excellent. Excellent. So, TPK, no problem.
All right.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't remember that being the golden rule, but cool.
Yeah.
So
No.
is it my turn now or?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I will. Where is my? Oh, it's come off. Measure.
Just the golden rule is I have the final say.
Ah, gotcha.
I'm going to step up behind Kadam.
Close enough.
And I'm going to pat him on the back and just go, "You've got this, brother." And I'm going to cast Spare the Dying.
Did you get his consent to touch him?
Yep.
Okay. Sweet. Spare the dying on Kadam.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, no problem. Moving right along. It is the mounted armored guy's turn. Now that your turn's over, Tashi, I just want to inform you that I don't think Spare the Dying does what you think it does. Read the spell.
Oh, that had zero hit points, right? Gotcha.
It's literally a cantrip to stabilize someone without having to make a medicine check.
Yeah, right.
What you're looking for is Death Ward, and that's like a higher level spell.
Yep. Gotcha.
Yep.
All good.
Cool. No worries. Yeah, sweet. All right.
The giveaway would be in the spell name. Not like spare the guy standing up before he gets hit. It's like spare the dying.
Yeah, spare from dying.
Gotcha. Yeah, Yeah.
All right.
Spare from dying on everyone.
Hey Ralph,
Mhm.
can I get a wisdom saving throw, please? As this armored figure just turns and stares at you, and these purple black eyes just bore straight into your soul, and he utters a single word: "Flee." Fortunately, you ain't no scaredy cat, and this attempted cast of command has absolutely no effect on you.
I'm used to Jeff jokes, and I think he's just calling me a flea.
You're right. Wow. Wow. What?
You can't see it.
The thing I'm confused with, it has a bonus action here that I want to do, but it's like it mentions a save but doesn't tell you what the fucking DC would be. I guess the same as all the others? You know what? I'm just gonna go with this. When that doesn't work, Fizz, he leans across with his glaive, right, and he kind of gets it locked up with your shield with your spear for a moment, and then just uses the momentum of that to shove you 10 feet backwards. There is no save for this. It just says bonus action shove. The target is pushed up to 10 feet away and knocked prone. So you're flung 10 feet backwards into the wall and land prone on the ground.
Oh, the reason there's no save is because it's an athletics check versus an escape DC.
Ah, okay, cool. Well, in that case, let's do that. Athletics check.
How do you want to handle this, though? If he does succeed, because you gave me that military
away.
saddle.
I'm away.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I just remembered that. So yeah, so let's see what happens.
Oh, well, yeah. I rolled a 1.
Yep.
Oh, no.
He did not. So look, with that, you can't be dismounted. He's not gonna. It doesn't say that he can't shove a bigger creature, but Bucket is kind of significantly heavier than him. So I'm gonna say take a D6 damage from like being snapped back on your saddle, but not actually like. So you can either release the saddle because you've got the quick release, or take five damage.
Yeah, I'll take the
Your choice. Cool, no problem. So that's that one's turn done, and it is Kadum's turn. Now you are aware of what's going on, so you can act as normal.
Okay, so here's me acting normal.
Mhm.
I'm going to go into a rage.
Okay,
Now,
expected as much. That means we need aura.
I thought you did, yes. So when I go into a rage, it's going to do some electrical damage to some lightning damage, sorry, to someone. And I'm thinking it should be the guy on top of the wolf.
Sure.
The 18.
Dex save? 18? Jesus. When did it get that high?
It's got something to do with my crazy high stats. I remember we counted it out one night. That makes sense. But
Yeah, well, he failed, so go ahead and roll some damage.
okay, so it's only 1d6.
Okay. No problema.
But that allows me to move on to the next thing. When I hold up Cord's Grace and attack the same bastard. And as I do, Yahsob will yell out, "You've been thunderstruck!"
No, I'm not doing that.
So we've got a
Records,
19
of course.
to hit.
Uh,
Both
no.
or one at a time?
Roll both. Go for it at this stage, you might as well. But yeah, so that's the first one to hit though. It was a 9. It was a 19 plus 8, so I'm pretty sure that's going to do it.
And
The 11, no, not even close.
Okay, so one of these and another d6 for thunder, and let's not forget another 3 for being a barbarian.
Yep.
So that's 16 damage altogether.
No rockets.
Which is smashing, 3 of which is whatever the barbarian is, and the other
It's
is,
the barbarian damage is the same as whatever your weapon does. It's just extra weapon damage.
there you go.
Yep. Nice.
So,
Done.
And some
Yep.
thunder. And that's it. I've got no item actions to add.
So Fizz, take back that 5 damage. Heal that back up. I've just figured out how that thing works. So the bonus action is a smite that it can do, and if it succeeds on the smite, it does one of those 2 effects. So that's cool. All good. You can have that 5 back. And yeah, excellent. So is that everything from you, Kadam?
That's correct. It's time for Robar.
All right. Well, Robar wakes up, gets his shit together, and is ready to go next turn. Same as Sand. Like neither of them are gonna get to do anything this turn. All right. So with that, let me just have a look up here because I've never used half of his stat box before. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's really cool. How does that work? Just checking something.
What is Cord's Grace? A mall?
Yeah, basically.
That's correct.
It's
Wow.
a 2-handed weapon, right? Are you using a shield?
No, it's
No,
not.
I'm not.
Okay.
He's got some incredibly powerful armor that you gave him, though. If you're wondering about his high AC.
My first thought was the D6s, right? You generally don't want that as a barbarian because you want to roll a higher die with a brutal critical.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then that's what I was just asking.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Maybe I should embed some blades in it, then it'll be a chopping maul.
Yeah, I know they're psychic blades.
I was going to be nice. What's the range on this? Oh, that's great. Excellent.
All monsters get like a +10 distance to their ranged weapons versus Kadam. Oh man.
+10 distance, +10 to hit.
Yeah.
Damage times 10.
No, just like, I was going to maybe not do this on the first turn, but...
Oh,
this
Jesus.
one-
That's a fucking huge circle.
Yep. And it's going to hit everyone in your party, including the guys in the cave.
Yep. Aren't we glad we got to wake up?
Yep. I would like Constitution saving throws from everybody, please, as you hear whispers in the darkness to the northeast, chanting some kind of spell, and then you are all racked with pain as a sphere of negative energy ripples out from a point just above the hillside, down through the cave, and out into all of you. Let's see, DC on this one. Okay, that. So, Taiji passes. Ralph Bucket passes. Ralph himself passes. Kadam passes. I need one from Sam as well,
Robot.
please.
Yeah, I need to do
And
right.
Robar, yep.
Just take the stat block.
Might have to move that giant
Yeah.
thing.
I'll get rid of it because it's gone now. Robot fails. It's not good.
Is that all it is? Con.
Sand passes. So Robar's the only one that fails. He's going to take full damage.
Hang on,
The rest of you will take...
Subject makes dex saving throws. Oh, it's dex saving
Yeah, no,
throws.
he's got dex. Yeah, not con. Sorry. Oh, this is bad. Oh, real bad. You could have rolled worse for an encounter, but you could have done a lot better as well. Okay, so everyone will take half of this. Robot will take all of it, and no one has healed any yet because. Uh-oh. Okay, not so bad. Okay, so 25 necrotic damage. If you're resistant to necrotic, you only take a quarter. So half is 12, a quarter will be 6. So 12 damage for all of you. I'll do Robot. Robot takes 25. Jeff, I believe you have resistance to necrotic damage from your armor.
Got 6.
It's a 6 for you, yeah.
Sam takes, is it 13?
Yeah, 12. Round it down.
12, gotcha.
Yeah. And Robot takes the full 25. You're applying that, Jason?
Didn't use
25 damage to Robot.
Okay, I'll do that. Just a second.
I thought you were looking like you're looking after him as far as I know. So
Yeah.
So that'll be that, and then let's check something. Come on, just give me the ordinary ones. I just have to reload my VTT, folks. Monsters aren't loading. 2 seconds. But to let you know what happens around you, the ground begins to sort of crumble. The snow starts to shift and rising as if from the earth itself. Around where you guys are in melee, there will be 3 zombies and then 2 skeletons off in the distance with bows, seemingly summoned by whatever just cast that spell.
If it would help, anything that starts within the range of the horse, take a d6 damage.
Excellent.
Just if that like gave away like the caster's position or whatever, like. Just figured I'd mention it.
Yeah, I don't know how it would give away their position.
Because of the owl sound. I mean, the spell alone should do it, but like, yeah. Just let you know that is the thing. The D6.
But the caster would have to be in range of. I'm just not sure how it's going to reveal the caster's position by the undead making noise.
No. If the caster was undead, within range, of that, that's all I was saying.
Yeah, gotcha.
I don't know if they're just like hidden behind the tree or what. Like,
for you, they're too far away to see.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. It's like I'm blind, so just
The skeletons appearing would. What's the range on Bucket's thing? The damage?
The black circle.
Oh yeah. Alright, perfect. Yeah, cool. Because I was going to actually put these guys here. So yeah, you would hear that from the skeletons as they take some, as they come in. Is it automatic damage?
Yeah, it's just D6 automatic.
Alright, is it rolled separately for each one, or you just want to roll it once and apply it to all of them?
It doesn't matter to me. You can roll it if you want.
Sweet, we'll do. Onto it. Roll D6, going to roll it once, see what you get. No, you got a 3. So yeah, all of them take 3 damage.
Radiant, if that matters.
I will check in a moment. So I'll just take the 3 off. If they take another 3 off, some of them I will. Checking the skeleton. Checking the zombie. Nope. Oh, good. Okay, so that happens. I'll now add them to the combat tracker, and they'll just act on whenever their initiatives come up. I'm going to make them individual opposed to the Winter Wolves. Alright, so after that, next up it'll be the Dragonborn's turn. Let me see what he's got going on here. I think he's going to dismount. Cut off his movement. To here. 10 feet of movement, get in next to this zombie. Actually, he's got 5 left. Let's see if we can get the other 5 feet and get right in there. And then now, so this one has got sort of like pale blue-black skin. It's like it comes from somewhere around here, but is similarly corrupted in the eyes to the as to what the blackguard is, and proceeds to look like it's about to take a huge cleaving swing with its great axe down at Taiji, and before it does, just opens its mouth and lets loose a shadowy breath of shadowy, fiery breath in a 30-foot cone. Let's go. 30 cone. Whoa, no, that must have... yeah, no, not a 2,030-foot cone, a 30-foot cone. Thank you very much. That's more like it. So that's going to go like up that way. It's going to get one of his zombies, but it's also going to get Taiji, Kadam, San, Bucket, and Ralph. And I will need wisdom saving throws from each of you, please.
Bucket disappeared on my screen. I don't know if she's still there.
He's underneath.
I still see her. You want me to roll her save for you?
Oh, wait, no, there she is. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's fine.
No, she was
I'm
underneath your
rolling
triangle.
anyway. Okay, yeah. It was just weird because it was like she disappeared.
Yeah, right.
Critical save.
Thanks, very, yeah,
Bucket
nice.
fails.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
We'd have been better off not being able to move out into this tight little cluster with breath weapon people.
Possibly. So let's see. So it's a pass for Ralph, a pass for Taiji, a pass for Kadam, a pass for the zombie, and a fail for Bucket. So Bucket is going to be frightened of the dragon board for the next minute. Can repeat the save at the end of each of her turns, and you will all take half of this. Kadam, you'll take a quarter because you're resistant, but Bucket will take the full amount. So it's going to be 28 necrotic damage for Bucket, 14 for the rest of you, 7 for Kadam. Bucket is now frightened. That one's done.
Can I attack that guy?
Right.
That sentinel-like features when he jumped off the wolf.
What's your reach? 15?
Yeah.
You can get him when he moves into range with Kadam, but not when he jumped off the side of the wolf and was like 20 feet away from you when he moved around. But you can certainly, once he gets into there, he's within 15 feet of you. Oh, hang on, did I measure from the right spot? Bucket.
If we're going from like token to token, then I don't know. But if we're going from mount to mount, then yeah. So I don't know.
I'm just gonna. I can get Bucket to the edge of him. Yeah, no, that's fine. All right, so, sure.
Yeah. At some point, when he gets within reach.
Yeah, no, you're fine. As soon as he starts moving off the thing, you can do it. So you might be able to stop him before he gets there, right?
Right.
So he'll still do what he was going to do. So all the damage just applied will still apply, but I'll also have to roll some saves on the other guys that he wouldn't have been able to miss if he can't move.
So I rolled a natural 1.
Oh. So there are currently 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures in reach of you that have reactions, so they might all take them. Zombie. Rolls in that 1, so if you'd like to have a crack back at him for your was your reaction to do your sentinel thing, so you can't.
Right.
Other zombie.
I have like a 9 to hit me right now, so.
Which zombie did the 1?
The further away one, I'm afraid. This one here. Now we'll do the Winter Wolf. It has pack tactics, so with advantage, it's going to try and bite you. Nope, not with the 13. And then last but not least, you? Oh, because you're not wearing your armor. Fuck. Yep. Okay. 6 piercing damage minus. Oh, you're not wearing your armor, so you also don't get your -3. And you can't be knocked prone because you're mounted on the back of a horse that you can't be knocked off of, so I won't make you roll a strength save on that part. And then the armored dude is going to lash out at you with his glaive. 15, that hits. You are going to take 11 slashing and 12 necrotic damage. This thing seems to pulse with that purple-black energy. That like sort of like pulse. You can see his eyes flare, and the energy pulses out from his hands along the glaive, and it lashes out at you as it strikes you.
I don't think I seen shit. It was a cheap shot. I was already like knocked flat, looking up at the sky. He like hit me in the groin.
Yeah, fair. Absolutely fair. Okay then. So in which case, and you did manage to hit him, so he goes around, does what he did. It's all good. Skellington numero pinko.
Wait.
Hmm?
You're done with your AOPs. The zombie to the right. That
Yes.
I'll have Bucket do her
Yes.
AOP on him.
100%. Go for it.
Yep. There it goes. Damn you, Bucket. 13.
Still a hit. It's only a zombie.
17 damage.
Nice. Yep. Let me have a look. See here at Mr. Zombie. Okay. Yep. Sweet. You do 17 damage, and oops, that's not what was meant to happen. Sorry. Still has some hit points left, but it's missing both its arms now.
Good, it can't attack.
Yes, it can. It's got a slam attack. It'll just like
Whack
slam
its
into you. But like I'm picturing this as like Bucket sort of like wheels around and kicks out with both of her legs and just like sends each arm flying either side of this thing.
Both shoulders pop off like
Yeah.
chicken wings. Yeah.
Fully. All right, cool. So that happens. And then one of these skeletons takes a shot. I think because it sort of probably recognizes the source of that ouchie came from that helmet on the horse's head. It's going to shoot a Bucket with a 60. So you can redirect that to you if you like.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Next one's turn. Which is the further away one. What's this one going to do? Oh, that's going to go over. Oh, that one, maybe. Okay, that's kind of cool. Kind of like that a lot. Okay. Again, you hear
scared.
more chanting in the distance.
Somewhere. Sorry, go ahead.
You're right. You hear a little bit more chanting in the distance. Then the air around you gets very, very cold all of a sudden.
No. Because I draw on my power and I am going to counterspell.
Sure, that's fine. Give me 2 seconds. At what level are you casting counterspell?
4th level.
4th level? Okay. Good. What does it say when the spell is a level above what you're casting counterspell at?
I think it's
10 plus spells level.
Yeah, you've
10
got
plus
to.
spells level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it's casting the spell of 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. So I've got to make
go ahead and make that check. See if you can counterspell the spell. As this spell is being cast at 5th level, so the DC will be 15.
Oh, 14. Fuck it.
Oh, so you try. So you go. So like mark off counterspell. You try and throw out the counterspell, and you see, or you probably. How far can you see?
I can see 60. Hang on.
Yeah, you can't see that. You just hear a chuckle from a feminine voice in the distance, and the air continues to just grow colder and colder around you, and you begin to be pummeled with hailstones out of nowhere. And I'm going to need an AoE first. Nice try though. I think it's going to put it like about there. So now because I think hail of rock. So you're basically getting pummeled by hailstones. So it's pummeling down. So Robar will be safe because he's in the cave. But let's go with here. So everything else in that area is getting pummeled. So the zombie will be included in this. I'm going to need dexterity saves from everybody, please.
Dexterity save coming right up, will he do?
Right.
Oh dear, that's a crappy one.
That's a fail. You have advantage. You can see this effect in your raging. You have advantage against on dex saves against things you can see. Yeah. Taiji, dex save, 17's a pass. Yeah, definitely a fail for you. Bucket and Ralph, please.
And
I'm-
Sam,
Yep.
17 for Ralph.
Ralph
and-
passes, so does Sam.
I was just trying to see if I feel like Bucket has something to help her with this, but
I think she has like an evasion type thing, yeah, so definitely look at that. I'm pretty sure she has evasion. Yeah, so she passes, takes no damage. Kadam fails, everyone else passes. So this will be 2d8 bludgeoning of 48 cold. Also, the ground around in that area is difficult terrain until the end of the caster's next turn. So I'll sort that out in a second. So I'm going to roll some damage. Oh, sorry, it's more than that. It's bludgeoning damage increases by 1d8. So it's 3d8 and 4d6. So,
oh, is that all?
So 8 bludgeoning. You will halve that Kadam, but not the rest.
Ah, it's funny because I'm vulnerable to bludgeoning.
Oh, so you'll halve it for raging, but it'll be flat for being vulnerable. So you just take regular. So it's 30 damage in
My chest plate that makes me
vulnerable. Yeah,
So
I'm
my
aware.
rage, I think, increases bludgeoning.
Oh, fuck. You're wearing heavy armor?
Yes, I am. Oh wait, is it heavy?
No, I don't think it is.
I
The
think I-
Bonecraft? Did we modify it?
I'm sure you
It's
modified it.
Wait, yeah, not medium. It's medium. It's half plate.
Okay, yeah, cool, that's right. We modified because it was full plate and we modified it down. Yeah, because if it was full plate, you'd be fucked because you wouldn't be benefiting from a lot of barbarian stuff.
Smith.
Yeah. All right, so is anyone resistant to cold damage and all of that? San is going to ignore the cold damage component, so San will only take 4 damage because he passed his dex save, I believe. Yep, so San takes 4 damage. Anyone else resistant to cold?
Don't think so.
no.
No? Alright.
It's just poison.
But, okay, so 30 damage halved. So Ralph is 15 for you. Bucket takes none because she dodges out of the way. 15 for Taiji.
One more time. I was
15.
watching Lost Archives stream. Sorry.
Bloody
15
hell.
damage.
15 damage for you, none
Yeah,
for Bucket
yeah.
because of evasion.
Oh, they rated us. I was just seeing what they were.
Awesome.
playing.
Oh, cool. Yeah, sweet. No, that's all right, man. I fully support that. If they're rating us, definitely go see him.
Yeah, sorry guys, I was watching Netflix. No, it's not that bad.
Okay, so that'll be that. I'm going to just grab draw for a second. Grab a blue, something like that.
They're playing like it looks like D&D, but with like the avatar.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we got all the benders, I guess.
Yeah. Sick.
It might
Oh,
be.
sorry.
It might not be D&D. It might be a different system. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
That light blue circle I've just drawn in is difficult terrain until the end of that caster's next turn. And I forgot to do. Let me just make sure it doesn't have any bonus actions or anything I want to do. It's action, no bonus action. So okay. Yep. So and I forgot one of the skeletons, so it's going to shoot an arrow. This one's going to shoot at. Remember what? Huh?
No, I've got to remember that I've got blessed strikes.
Ralph, arrow coming at you from a short bow, 18 to hit for 4 piercing damage. And then we are back to the top of the round. At which point,
They're the only ones that can catch arrows.
yeah, right. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, I know, you caught that perfectly well. Right in your hand, like in your hand. All right, give me 2 seconds. This one. Okay, so it's Sandstone, and he's able to act while I figure out what to do with this other one.
Well. He's got a couple of possible opponents here. So he's gonna look back and forth and say, "Hey, Kadam, which one do you think?" And Kadam says, "Well, let's go for this new one. He seems like... Oh, then again. Keep smashing this one!" And so Sand goes for this one here.
That's right.
Fire on previous target. Now,
Yep.
Longsword, would that have like actual? Did it have
No.
short? No.
No.
Reach from longsword.
No.
Okay.
What, do you think you'd have reach from a maul or a fucking great axe or something?
They don't even give it to you for like the claymore.
Yeah, man. Not even the great sword has reach, bro.
Oh, really? So
Reach
I can't
is-
reach that guy.
reach is-
Got to go for this guy then.
Oh yeah, you can reach that guy. He's engaged. He's basically engaged with you.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You're not more than 5 away from him. You're within 5, so you're fine.
That's what got me confused.
Yeah.
Okay. So, 3 times. Let's go for the foist. That's a 14.
Miss armored guy, right?
That's right. Yep.
Yep.
How about an 18?
That hits just. Let me make sure he doesn't have anything he can do about that. Yep, go for it.
Number 18. That just seems like cheating.
It's called
Okay.
plate mail, dude. Says Mr. AC 19 with Mr. AC fucking 20 odd behind him. and 19 horse next to him, and usually 20 odd sitting on top of that horse. You can go fuck yourself.
May I assume he's using it with 2 hands?
No, you should have declared that. No, of course you can. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Does he have a shield?
No.
Then yeah, shoot him 2 hands.
I don't see one on him.
No.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 2 hands. We've got an 11.
11 for damage, no problemo.
And
Yeah.
then we've got his 3rd shot, which is probably going to be a hit if 18 was a hit.
Yep. Except as a zombie throws itself in front of it. No, it doesn't. It's not that fast.
Oh, diddly darn. Only 6 damage.
No problem. Minus 6. Now I just need to look at a couple of things before the Winter Wolves have their next turn. Give me 2 seconds. That'll be useful. So with that, yeah. All right, here we go. No, this one. This one will be fun. Concentration. You hear a familiar voice coming from where you guys came from and where these guys came from. Just call out, just like that. You weren't supposed to get this far without me, folks. I'm coming. Anyone who can see to the edge of the map, which is probably most of none of you, but we'll see. The stumpy little legs of quite a familiar figure, one you would recognize as Akak, running from down south, getting up to this point, sees what's going on, looks around, reaches into his robes and pulls out a crystal that just looks like a shard of ice, but it's not melting. And then holds that up towards you guys. He's going to cast a pretty big fuck-off spell, but he's going to shape it in such a way with his meta magic that it will at least partially try and protect you guys from it while he's trying to fuck up as many bad guys as he can.
I like it partially protect.
Well, you know, it's only meta magic. Like it's careful spell, right?
Wait, isn't it called sculpting? Or am I tripping?
I'm just worried because this is the kind of thing that might snowball on us.
Oh, that was the end.
Oops. Okay, my bad. I need to go and change that. It's just I can't know how many sorcery points it costs him to do it. So, but you guys will. I believe it gives you advantage on the save.
Careful.
Just double checking. You can protect some of the creatures from the spell's full force. To do so, you spend 1 sorcery point. Choose a number of those creatures up to your charisma modifier, minimum of 1. So, chosen creature automatically succeeds on its saving throw against the spell.
Okay.
It's not advantage, it's automatic success, but you will still potentially take some damage. 10-foot radius, 30-foot high cylinder. Let's just open the spell up, shall we? Let's send it to game log. This is what it's casting.
How is that all?
Yep. Go home, Akak.
Position's kind of like here to begin with. So that's going to not get any of you guys yet, but it is going to get 2 Winter Wolves, the armored guy riding one of them, a zombie, and a skeleton. So, whirlwind stop any medium or small objects that aren't secured to anything. I won't care about anyone. We can move it around. That's kind of cool. Deck save the first time on a turn that it enters the whirlwind or that the whirlwind enters its space, including when the whirlwind first appears. Okay, cool. So I don't need to make saves now. Let's get on to that. Let me just check. Oh. Wait, you told him to go home?
Hmm?
No.
No? Okay, so DC 16.
If he was casting it on us, yeah, but he didn't.
Did you mean to say go hard or go home?
I love it. That's a lot of damage. Okay, it's not as much as it could have been, but 42. Actually, 10d6 max is 60, right? 42. That's like not bad. Alright, so these guys. Yeah, he's just casting it as a careful spell, just in case. You know, like.
Yep.
Gonna move it over a little bit to do the thing. All the good rolls. Two quick roll. Alright, the damage is 42. It is DC 16, and it's a dex save. Rolling. Oh, wow, only one of the skeletons succeeded, and that's not going to keep him alive. So the zombie and the skeleton both get splattered by the damage of this whirlwind. And then large or smaller creatures that fail to save must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained. So we will. That one is the last one's left. So DC is 16, 0 damage, strength, condition, restrained, and it's pulled for. Okay, yep, cool. So rolling. Oh wow, they all fail as well on their saves. So
They're 5 feet higher.
hey.
They move. They are flying 5 feet.
Oh wow, that's so cool. Okay, this is a really cool spell. Oh, so, oops. Fuck. So 5 feet into there. Then adjustments. Elevation. Oops. 5. I'm just going to put it on him. We'll remember that it's on that wolf as well. Should be 5 feet in. Those two are fucked it, and then all three of these are restrained. Conditions and markers, restrained. There they are. And then let's put a concentration reminder on Akak, because he's now concentrating on that spell. That will be his action. Let's see if he gets a bonus. Don't think it'll be much if he does. Apply, can't do those. Alright, you'll see the dagger in his other hand just light up with the blade will just start to glimmer with a fiery kind of essence to it. He seems to have infused it with the complete opposite energy of what he would seem to want to use, but that's what he did. And that's him done, and it is the Winter Wolf turns. So let's see. So someone turn that enters the whirlwind, or that the whirlwind enters the space, including when it first appears.
He just goes up, but he can use his action to try to break free.
Okay. So let's go with that. That'll be escape DC versus the spell DC, right? Like
Oh, he's
escape.
gonna go try. He's trying to break free. Yeah. 16.
So we'll go the 5 feet, and then he'll make the strength check to try and break free. This is the wolf. He succeeds, so he's then going to fall 10 feet to the ground, I imagine.
Hold on. I believe restrained you to be at disadvantage. For ability checks, am I crazy?
Checking.
No.
Strange.
Nope.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
disadvantage on dex saves, but yeah, cool. So yeah, he's so that first wolf is free. Drops back to the ground. It's going to take a d6 bludgeoning damage, and therefore fall prone. So he'll take 4 damage and fall prone.
So he gets flung 3d6 times 10 feet
Oh,
in a random
right.
direction.
Yeah. Okay. So rolling the 3d6, he gets flung 12 feet in a random direction. Rolling a d8, 1 being north. Gets 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. He goes in a southeasterly direction, so back towards Akak, 12 feet. So he
No,
goes.
so it's 3d6 times 10.
Oh.
That'd be 12 feet. It
Oh,
might be 120 feet.
oh,
Oh, Jesus.
wow. Okay, so this guy goes, and it's now like 50 feet off the fucking map. So,
Is that with the person on top of him?
no.
Oh,
It was
come
worth
on,
a
give him a
try.
check to hold on.
No, he lets go as soon as that shit happens.
Well, then he's still stuck in there, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He didn't make his escape DC, so definitely. Wow. Oh no. Shit. What am I doing with this guy? Prone. And then all right. So he gets flung 120 feet, right? But he only falls 10. Now, how does that work? Like vertical fucking versus horizontal. Like.
There's no damage for vertical movement.
Okay, so he just takes the d6 extra damage, which I rolled before.
It did say random direction, which could have been up. Right? And then he would have taken... I don't, it's up to you, man. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, roll me a... get one of you guys to do this. Roll me a percentile. And if it's 75 or above, he'll go upwards. Otherwise, it's just going to go out this way.
Here we go.
Alright.
13. So
13. So no, he's just going to get flung out this way. He's now, like I said, 50 feet off the map in that kind of direction. And he's going to take the, what did I roll? 4, I think, on the d6. He's going to take 4 damage from that. And it's prone. And it's now all the way over there. Ow, what was that?
sorry, that's the wolf.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Okay. Yeah. In which case, the other one, I guess, is instinctively, like, they're kind of more intelligent. Because they're not beast, Jeff. No, these are monstrosities, and they have an intelligence of 7.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, because they're magical creatures. So I think it's going to make an intelligence check to see if it can pick up on what just happened there. It got a 13, which I'm going to use the spell DC as the base mark for anything to do with this thing. So it's not very smart. It's now going to try and break out. After going another 10 feet higher and 10 feet in, it's going to succeed. And then give me that percentile. Let's see if it goes up or elsewhere.
Okay, since it did so well last time. Only a 30.
Alright. Rolling d8, see which compass direction. That's a 5, so that's going to be directly south. 3d6. Does someone else want to roll the 3d6 to see how far it goes?
Sure. Coming in.
Taiji.
12.
So it's going to go like 50 feet. but then it gets to this upper sort of ridge and hits that. It's going to take extra bludgeoning damage, which is still going to be just a d6 because it's actually landing on a higher point. So I'll give it an extra d6. We'll call it 2. So that'll be 7 damage from the fall. And then it is now prone rather than restrained. It still probably ended up better off than its mate. Okay, cool. So that happens, and that's the end of its turn. Alright, these other ones. Let's see. Thanks. So another one of the winter wolves emerges. This is looks like the spellcasters have dismounted previously and sent their wolves in to fight for them. One of them gets closer, but one of them actually makes it all the way in, and more cold, breathy breath. 15, 15. Not 2015, 15. Thank you. Fizz, you don't have your reaction back yet, do you?
No. My turn comes after the wolf.
Ah, yes. Okay, so...
And Ralph's turn came after Bucket last time, but now I'm looking at it in Taiji's between us now.
You're all on 17.
I know, it's just weird. Like,
yeah, sometimes it moves around. It's like, I don't know, it's fucking odd.
So dex saves from Bucket and myself.
Bucket, yourself, San, Yahsob, and Taiji, and I'm gonna say both of the zombies. Careful.
And did I see this coming?
You did.
Advantage, okay.
DC is 12.
So Kadum's good, but let's see if San can be the man. No, San is not going well here. Well, he's going well so far, but until now, all of a sudden, he could be in trouble.
Yeah, I
Let's-
failed.
let's-
I failed that one on an 8. Not good. So can I use my
Hero point.
my hero point to re-roll that?
I think they auto succeed.
Mr. Mark's
Mark
probably
Hillman.
muted.
Sorry, yes, Sam. I mean, I guess you can waste it on that if you like. Sure. It's not exactly a heroic moment, but you're allowed to use it for whatever you like. So yeah, you can just succeed and take half the damage. That's fine. It's yours used for tonight. So Sky fail. He's going to take full damage. This zombie nearest to you, Taiji, is now looking a little bit messed up. You didn't like that?
Got a fun thought.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we use our heroic point to get an extra turn at some point.
Ooh.
Almost like a reactionary turn.
Ooh.
Which would explain like because like right now he can't really do anything heroic. It's a reaction.
Yeah.
He can attack.
Yeah.
But if
Okay,
you could say I
well-
pick up this rock and throw it in the wolf's mouth while he's breathing the cone of cold.
I mean,
You know what I'm
If-
saying? Like
if people want to be that creative with their hero, like it's literally it's a hero point to do something heroic in a moment where you feel like you need to. If that had been
Okay.
his idea, I would have gone with it. It's not just a roll. It's not
Okay.
advantage. Like it's
I
not
just thought-
inspiration like it used to
I
be.
thought it was
you can.
Yeah, I just thought it was like a normal inspiration.
No, like the auto success is one option, but if you can come up with something creative as fuck to do in a moment, like this is to allow you to do that, like without feeling like you're doing something out of turn,
Okay.
or anything like that. You know, like you can use that point to do something awesome. So you can take Fizz's suggestion and try and jam a rock in its mouth just at the right moment. I'd come up with some kind of check where you could maybe stop the breath entirely. That kind of thing. So if you'd like to just take full damage for now and save that, go for it.
Yeah, okay. No worries. Yeah, I'll do that then.
Sweet, no problem. Yeah, sorry if I don't know, I might not have been entirely clear about my intention for what that was supposed to be. So
Well, kind of, because you said it's like auto success, right? Like you're automatically gonna hit, you'll automatically do your thing. It was just, I guess we're so stuck with the turn-based.
Yeah.
That it feels like we can't take actions and bonus actions, and we're just asking for a success on a check.
Yeah, gotcha.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So that's that one done. I've applied my damages. You guys applied all of yours.
What damage did we get? What do I have to take?
16 for you if you're taking full damage.
Yeah.
8 for anyone who's taken half. Sand takes none. Zombies have taken theirs. And that will be the end of the Winter Wolf's turns. And it's Bucket's turn.
Okay. Well. Okay. I'm sorry. Just thinking on things.
All good.
That's what we do.
Yeah, because part of me wants to use the heroic point, because to activate her fire hooves, just so I can hit people.
Ooh.
Because normally you can't do it; it's an action, right? And you're usually swarmed before.
Yeah.
But then I don't know.
I mean, certainly a thing you could do with it.
Then I'll do that. So Buckets. Well, she can't speak a command word, but.
Yeah, no, but she can think one.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, her hooves will ignite into flames.
Nice. And so that's your hero point to do that for free, instead of it costing an action. And I'm going to allow her. She gets multi-attack, right?
Yeah.
Her first attack will automatically hit.
Okay. So.
In fact, her first attack will automatically crit.
Oh, okay. So I guess we got to figure out damage. Here's
A whole bucket.
here's me. Yeah, going to check how much damage the fire hooves are because I've never done that.
Nice. Go Bucket. Go Bucket. Main character, seriously.
Yes. Bucket is the hero of the game.
Yeah.
Bucket's gonna wipe the floor with all of them.
So that'll be 6d6 plus something plus 6.
Fuck,
Nice.
it's like a fireball.
Nice. Your Bucket's the hero, but it's 666 for the damage, right?
So 23 damage to the direwolf that just came in and
Yep.
blew the cold.
Done and done.
And then I will just attack him again.
Mhm.
Probably 15 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. One moment, and plus an extra d6 for the hoof. So another 14. Total of 40.
Alright, so the first one sort of like smashes, like this thing's like it's just breathed out and it's just sort of like reared back as if it's about to try and do it again, and Bucket's just like kicked it upside the jaw and sort of flipped it, and the second kick just goes straight in, and it's like you can see the fire and the force of the impact. It's like just crushes both of the ribs, and you can see the blood that starts to pull out just cauterizes instantly as this thing collapses into a wheezing husk on the ground. It is very nearly dead. prone,
Oh,
and by very nearly dead, I mean like you don't need to do anything else to it. It's bleeding out dead.
so I'd like to add that when the hoof caves in the chest,
Yep.
that it shoots out a cone of fire as it drops down.
Oh, nice. Yeah, cool. Love it. And that will just, yeah, took it out. One shot. Boom. All right. So now at this point, because the initiatives have been sort of switching around and stuff, you've got the.
It's cool. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, you guys can sort of
Yes.
like, you're acting at the same time.
You
so you guys
go.
want to take a moment.
You go,
just
Fizz.
hear me out. Hear me out. Let me
Mhm.
finish a fucking sentence, please. If you guys want to act in unison, like coordinate something, take a couple of seconds now and discuss a plan of action and act together, you can. Because you're on the same count, you know?
I can whack and I don't know, grapple.
Yeah, no, because I was just going to do some healing on
Okay.
everybody.
Sweet. No worries, then.
That's fine. So you go first, Fizz.
Okay. Then I will attack the guy that's flying inside of this whirlwind.
Yep. You don't even have to move.
With advantage.
Uh-huh.
That didn't roll advantage. Apparently that button doesn't have an advantage. Roll again.
Yep.
Oh gosh. So yeah,
Wow.
13 to hit.
Okay. 13 does not hit him.
All right. Here's the second attack.
Yep.
22 to hit.
22 does, definitely.
Okay. We're just gonna do the third one as well.
Mm-hmm.
The hit. All right. So that should be 44 plus 8. Or
Go for
4d10 plus 8, sorry.
Yep.
And about half of that would be radiant. Damn.
Ooh.
So that's 32 plus 8, that's 40.
Yeah, so like you absolutely impale this guy. Your second jab goes straight through his throat, and he just sort of like hangs there for a minute and almost like starts weighing the end of your spear down, and then just collapses to the ground in a bleeding dead heap. Nicely done.
Sweet.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, 36
that's
hit points left. You basically just kill Stole Kadam, just so you know.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna action surge. Yeah.
Got
Use
it.
that up real quick.
Yep.
And
No
I'm gonna
problem.
go for the guy just over Kadam's. Oh no, I don't know if I would do that because I'm going through his howdah. I'll go after the zombies side by side.
You're
I'm
up
gonna-
high enough. The Howder's only like on his shoulders. You're on Bucket, who's large. Alright?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to risk it though.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm gonna go for the zombie to the top.
Sure. You need an 8 to hit.
Yeah, but that's just regular. Oh, so I should auto hit the. Oh man.
Unless you do that.
Lucky you didn't go over the top.
Right.
Right?
Also, lucky the zombie only rolled a 6 to hit you, and he's the only thing that can reach you. So you're good.
Yep. Sweet. Do it again.
That's a hit.
Okay. Radiant as well as 2d10.
I don't think you can roll little enough to you obliterate the zombie. You still have one
Sweet.
attack left.
And then the last attack to the zombie to the bottom.
Sure thing.
18 to hit.
Yeah.
And 2d10
Almost
plus-
same deal here, yeah. Like, you say 2d10 plus 5?
Plus 4. So it'd be
Plus
9
four,
plus
yeah.
4, 13.
Yeah, done. So you meet both the zombies as well. So that's like 4 creatures dead in the space of yours and Bucket's turn.
Nice.
Now you're starting to act like a hero of the Elite. Sorry. What?
I was just
What are you
saying
talking about?
whirlwind spell.
Hey.
Anyway, I said I feel like this whirlwind spell over here.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Just might need to give you a special feat called Web of Steel or something. Loves it. Alright, Taiji, you're up. Unless you got a bonus or anything or movement you want to do, Ralph?
Oh no, I'm
No.
good.
Sweet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I lied. Second wind. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Nice. Just doing all the fighter. I love it. Doesn't your second wind heal others as well?
No.
No. Oh, that was
Oh,
before that other one. Yeah.
I do have that. I do have a spell that I was thinking of. Death Ward.
Nice.
There it is. I knew I had something
That's
for
me
it.
in the morning. You didn't have your coffee yet.
No.
That is what I
Cannot
said to
even
you.
get the word.
Yeah.
After you can't spare the dying, was that the spell you're looking for is Death Ward.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm
Yes.
sure I have it. I remember seeing it.
I've seen it on your list too. I'm like, why the fuck doesn't he cast this every day? Like,
That'd be a great character flaw. Like the first spell you cast is random. Maybe.
Uh,
That'd be fun.
I do kind of love that. Okay. So yeah, what are you doing, Ralph? Oh, not Ralph. Sorry, you've already gone. Taiji.
well, seeing all these things like drop dead around him, what he was going to do now just like flitters out of his mind because he's like, that's not going to work anymore. I don't need that. Then he's going to turn to the only thing that he sees in front of him. And I can't do that, can I? Can't guiding bolt because he's right in front of me.
Oh, you can. You'll just be a disadvantage to hit.
Yeah. No, that's fine. What I might do instead is... First off, I'm going to hold up my cross that I have and call to Palor. Palor, help me heal my friends as I cast Channel Divinity Preserve Life.
Okay. Talk to us about that. What does it do?
So Preserve Life, and that's the game log. It gives me 65 points of healing that I can give to anyone, up to equaling
Nice.
half of their health. They can't go past
Right.
half their health.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Um,
We can reach everyone that needs it. So
yeah. So, first off, Ralph, what are you gonna? I'll give 25 points to you.
Okay, thank you.
25 to Kadam.
nope.
No. Why not?
I don't think so because half of his hit points would be.
What's half his hit points?
Yeah, I'm just doing the math. Hang on,
It's
50,
max.
85, 87.
Maximum. Half of hit point maximum.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
can't
so
go
you can
past
only
half.
give
Up
Kadam.
to.
You can only give Kadam 7.
Yep. All right. Do that then. I'll give you 7.
Then-
Two missing.
So what's that? 65.
It's 32. You got 28 left.
25,
Oh, sorry, 30, 33 left.
33 left.
Yeah, and then you and Robar still could do with something. And then below half.
Yeah, what's my...
Also, Ralph's not up to half yet either.
I'm good. I
good.
wanted to give mine to Robar, and then
Yeah, okay.
then selfishly the bucket. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, well, Bucket's Bucket's 3 off of half. So you can give 3 to Bucket.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give
Yep.
3. I'll give
Yeah.
3 to him.
And that leaves
Okay.
30, which if you give to Robar can only get another, they can go up to 40, so 13. So that leaves you with, what, fucking 17 points left for yourself?
Yeah.
Can you give it to yourself?
Yep.
What we didn't know was that this is how zombies were created. Preserve life stuff.
Oh, well, actually, does my blessed healer count in Channel Divinity healing?
What does it say in Blessed Healer?
When you cast a spell at first level or higher,
No.
restores hit points? No?
No,
It's only a leveled spell, yep.
Yep.
That's cool.
no, it says straight away when you cast a spell, so yeah.
Yep.
It's not a spell, it's an ability.
Okay, so I get 17 anyway. Okay. So that's that.
That
And
was
then-
huge.
Yeah, massive. It was a great move.
And then for the spell... What spell was I going to do? Well, I might
It's a bit mathy,
do...
that half point maximum thing. But
Yeah,
good.
it's just a quick, like, because that's why I try and leave it till everyone's sort of down. Which is
Yeah.
what I was doing one of the last fights, when you're like, you should be healing. I'm like, I want to use this big heal on everybody.
How many people nearly died?
But they didn't.
This time.
Alright. So I'm going to... That was
Right.
an action, so I've only got a bonus action left, so I'm going to do...
I get that clerics don't like being assumed that they're going to be the healer just because they're clerics, but you're a fucking life cleric.
Yeah.
It's your job. Literally your job.
It's always been so disturbing to me that like it's they watch us like die and then heal us, you know, like
Yeah.
it's just so the psyche of that or whatever, like
It's penance, right? Like it's all part of the whole religious mentality.
Alright,
Also-
I'm
yeah,
going
if
to
you join my
cast...
god, you're first in queue.
Casting Spiritual Weapon.
Sure. Who you
What was
going
that?
out with it?
What is...
It was a 16 to hit and an 18 damage. Whatever it is you're hitting.
Oh, I just hit cast and it rolled it for me.
Yeah, it does that now.
Okay. Fair enough. That's what I'm doing. Spiritual weapon on
Cool.
the dragon thing that's along
Dragon
there.
Ball guy, yeah.
I don't know.
Thing.
Don't know if 16 hits him.
No, it doesn't.
That was a pretty shitty roll with a +10. Me.
Let's try that. And there's your heart seeker blade. You can change that to whatever token you like. Alright, so that's you. Any movement?
No.
No? Okay. Good job. Oh wait, we've got a skeleton first. It's going to take a shot at Ralph. Because it's noticed he's squishy. And 11.
Catch another arrow.
Yeah, you do. 3 piercing damage. You catch this one in your other hand. On the inside of your shield. Alright.
My shield's inside.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you didn't even grab that. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm like out here in my pajamas. With the spear.
I love that. You rock out here in like long johns or whatever and a spear and you're still kicking ass. Like, fucking hell. Could I have your turn?
Okay. So, first, I think our scaly friend here. So that's just a dragonborn, isn't it? It's not, because I can only see the head, the portrait.
Yeah, so it's a dragonborn that looks much like that, except its eyes have got the same purple, wispy, black, smoky, flamey kind of weird shit going on that the night guy had,
Okay.
and that you've seen in many other instances.
Let's start with the Dex DC 18 save.
Mhm.
For my,
Also, mark the D6 for your undeads at the start for the skeleton
Yeah,
in the aura. Yeah.
well that. Just enough. That skeleton crumbles, and you can take off that damage that it would have done to you.
Beautiful.
And Dex save. Fucking, it's got 4 saving throw proficiencies, and Dex isn't one of them. It's going to be a failure.
oh, okay. D6 damage again.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the corner. 3.
3 damage, done.
And then, Yahsob will yell, "Time to tip the scales!"
Haha, love it.
Reckless attack the motherfucker.
Sure.
Ooh, very reckless. 21?
Miss.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Use your
okay.
hero point.
You missed it. I employed armor holding a great axe with a 21. Absolutely.
Well, you never
Got
know.
him.
He might be.
Yeah, it's a hit, Jeff.
I didn't know he didn't have a force field.
He does, but it's not working very well right now.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
And we've got another D6.
Oh, no.
That's not coming up on my screen. I don't know if you all are seeing it.
No, the damage hasn't come up.
Yeah, your normal damage. I got your 3 for your D6, but you can get your normal damage.
Did I re-roll that?
Yeah. It's not coming through for you either.
9.
Okay, 9 plus rage, so what, that's plus 3 for rage now, plus 4?
Plus 3. Plus 3.
So 15.
And then I'll take another swipe.
Sure.
Because that's what you do when you've got a big hammer.
I guess it is.
26. Now, that's probably a hit.
Sure. Would you say so?
And this one's the thunder. Only 2 thunder, but the rest
So
is
13. Nice. Whack, whack. Oh, yeah. Snarls at you and says a few curse words in Draconic. If anyone understands them, you will realise that they were not very flattering whatsoever.
Okay, so at this point all I can do is use my item action to pull this out of my pocket. And
But what out of your pocket?
I just gave the finger to the camera.
Ah, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I should have it in so I can see you go through.
I
Ah,
don't like using my movement because I don't want to give him an attack. So it's Robar's turn.
okay. Yeah, it certainly is. And Robo is free to act.
So-
Did you give him some hit points? You gave him some hit points, right?
Yeah, I
He should be
did.
on 40.
Yeah. Forgot to put that. Right. So he's going to step forward like up to here so we can see
Mhm.
Dragon. And then he's going to take some. Oh, what the heck? Uh-oh. What's going on?
I don't know what is going on.
Oh, my computer just had a hissy fit.
Oh no.
Not a hissy fit.
Yeah, hissy
Yeah,
fit.
I could see it on the stream. It like went choppy for like 4 seconds.
Everything just went like white and black on my screens. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh dear.
Don't do this now.
Windows sent you a mini update.
Alright, hang on, it's just loading back in.
I used to get so mad at my computer when I was streaming because it would decide to update while I was streaming.
Oh no.
And I don't know if you noticed, like, because I put them off, right? Later, and then every now and then it's like, there is no more later.
It just does it.
now. Yeah. No matter what you're doing, it's like, we already saved everything. It's getting shut down.
So he's going
Right up to me.
to shoot with his short bow.
Sure thing.
Okay, first one's a 24 to hit. And second one is a 25 to hit. So
They both hit.
it's 11 and 8. So that's 19 damage.
Cool. Those 2 arrows strike true, one in the shoulder, one in the thigh. The Dragonborn yelps in pain, and you can see blood seeping from those wounds.
And then I've got to be up next to him to give the help action, don't I?
Yes.
How far away do I have to be to give the help action?
5 feet.
So
From the thing from the target, not from the person you're trying to help. Give the advantage to. You get what I mean?
Yeah, the person that's doing the attack. did you
Yeah,
say?
not them. You need to go against the target of the attack.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you want to give advantage for someone on the Dragonborn, you need to get Roleplaying within 5 feet of the Dragonborn and give the help action.
Well, that's pretty.
So he's
sneaky.
going up and distracting the Dragonborn, right, while someone fucking has a crack.
Why can't I just yell from here? Oh, you fucking blue lizard!
Because that would be an entirely different ability, which he may get later when I make him more of a bard.
That's cool. Then that will be.
I think that's like cutting words does something similar.
And the rogue mastermind is the only one that can do the 30-foot.
Right. Yeah.
That'll be his turn done then.
No problemo.
Which that could be a cool way to twist that guy. We think he's just a cute little bard kid, and really he's the rogue mastermind.
Yeah, right. Okay, let's see.
I mean,
you'll hear
anybody that picks up a musical instrument could be confused for a bard.
That's
Sure.
why when I play Baldur's Gate, I try to give everyone an instrument.
you hear footsteps running from west to east in the distance that the spellcasting was coming from before. You hear some more chanting, and then you see a flash of purple light over in that direction, somewhere around here where I'm pinging.
Thank you.
And then with that, you see the Dragonborn look over in that direction, his eyes wide, look around at all of you, and then just like scream and curse even more in Draconic as he starts swinging wildly. Actually, before I do that, let's see if he gets his first weapon back. And he does. So I'm going to need wisdom saving throws from some people in a moment. Instead, he exhales a shadowy breath. Let's see. Virtue, darkness, cone.
Ah! I
What?
see now. The cone makes things go delete. It deletes tokens underneath it,
Yeah,
for as long as it's there.
it comes up over the top of him.
Yeah, but if it like barely touches a token, it'll like make it disappear.
Well, it hasn't
Right,
made
so
me
this is going to be. It's going to be everyone but Robar, and it is a wisdom saving throw, so no advantage. So it could DC 15, please.
Can I, in regards to then what we were talking about before, can I use a low level spell as a reaction with my hero point to throw an ice knife in his mouth?
You can certainly try.
Yeah, well, I've got a hit with it, so
I'm sorry, I love this.
Yeah, I think it's great. So is Ice Knife an attack roll and then a DC?
it's
Correct.
no, it's an attack roll. I'll put it yes, and then on a dex saving throw.
DC for area damage. Yep. Okay. So make your attack with disadvantage because you're within 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to give you an auto hit on this one because like you've got to make the rolls to make this happen, but you can certainly try and cast a spell off turn with your point.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 11.
Oof. Okay, so you miss his mouth, but the shard is going to explode at the like you miss the mouth, you strike him in the chest. Okay, so I'm going to give you the auto hit on the damage. So he's still going to take the D10 piercing damage, and then every creature within 5 feet of him, including himself, has to make a dex save or take cold damage. So let's go with that. And you're casting this at its base level, I assume?
Yeah, it's just first level.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So go ahead and roll the piercing damage for him, and then so within 5 feet of him is going to be Kadam, San, and yourself. So I need dex saves.
That's a 10 damage off the knife.
Nice roll.
Yeah, I failed my fucking save.
Right, so roll the cold damage.
Cold damage is 7.
7. Alright, so you'll take that. Kadam and Sand, just waiting on your deck saves. You need to beat Taiji's DC. He fails. Or at least it looks like he's about to, and then at the last minute he just like does like some matrix shit to roll underneath it. Like explosions and spray, and he takes only half of the cold damage. He'll take 3 more damage.
And my deck save didn't go through.
Let's try it again, please. And I'll roll Sands while you're doing that. It's a 7, so it's a fail, so you can take all of that. And then Sand's immune to cold damage, so he won't even bother trying it. He'll just like eat one of the shards that flies past his mouth. And then with that, the Dragonborn is going to turn around and attempt to flee. So he's taking a step away.
So he didn't cast the thing? Like, do we also have to make that wisdom save, or?
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, wait.
Or is it
I don't know what it was.
a percentage?
Sorry, he still does that. He had the chance to hit him in the mouth with it, and he didn't. But he still got the damage from the spell and the explosion thing happened. But yeah, now we still need the wisdom save from everybody that hadn't already made it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a 14.
Ugh. I would like to use Indomitable.
Go for it.
I don't even know what he's hitting me with, but there. 13 and 14.
Okay, well, both of them fail.
What the hell?
Kadam, this is also you.
Oh.
And San.
Save.
Yeah, this is his breath weapon. What I am going to say, though, Taiji, because you did what you did, okay, Kadam, you failed. You positioned yourself in such a way as you did it because you've used your hero point, right? That you've actually managed to get yourself out of the way of this effect entirely.
How is that a hero? He saves himself?
He tried to stop it, right?
I'm
I stepped to the side and I threw the ice knife, and as I've done that, the breath weapons knocked it down instead of going true.
Yeah, and I've just moved you just off to the side to sort of represent that sidestep. It's not going to be considered moving out of his AOP range or anything like that.
Yeah.
But you do step aside from the breath, that's fine. And then so we got a fail for Ralph, a fail for Kadam, a fail for Bucket. So, what about Sam, Jeff? Did we get him, or was I rolling that and getting distracted?
I'll get him
Okay, cool, yeah. And Sam as well.
when he opens up. Come on, Sam. There we go. It's not very wise. But this time, he's good.
He passes. He's the only one that does, like actually on the roll. So the rest of you, so that's going to be Kadam, Bucket, and Ralph. You're all now frightened of this Dragonborn, and you're all going to take 34 necrotic damage. Kadam, you'll take 17 because you're resistant. Yeah.
I was frightened before. How long does the frighten last? Like a minute?
Yes. And you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. So if you've had a turn since then, make another save now. It doesn't matter if you're re-frightened now. So if you've broken it before, you're now frightened. So
Can you
I'm
be?
afraid that I attack normally.
I was going to say, can you be frightened again straight away, or is there if you've broken it once and you can't be re-frightened?
I never actually got the effects of it. Like,
yeah.
I cheated. You know? Unknowingly, but I cheated. Like,
Well, you haven't actually moved any closer.
Well,
and you
fair,
haven't
but
attacked him.
Attack.
Yeah, but not
Just
him.
As long as you're within vision of the source of your fear, you have disadvantage on your attacks. And that's what I'm saying. That's the part I forgot to do with Bucket earlier.
Ah, right. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. I forgot about that part.
If you want to hit me with something, feel free. You know.
I'll remember that. Thank you. All right, so 34 damage. Sand takes 17 as well, Jeff, because he passed the save.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but you are frightened, just so you know.
Oh, something I should mention about sand.
Yeah.
The Howdah usually gives an AC bonus. They have cover.
Okay. Yep. Cool.
It acts like, I think it's a +2 to AC. It's a half cover thing. There's like a low wall that they hide behind.
Yeah. Well, he's already got 21.
I know. It's
crazy.
Howdahs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you can have +2. Let's call that a range, though. I think that's only fair.
Yeah.
You know, something right up next to him would just be able to like fucking jab, in there.
So something else to think about is, you know, kobolds normally have like 5 hit points.
True.
So like, even if they had all that cover, they got hit, they pop. Like,
Yeah, splat. Something else with him as well. Shit, what was it? Took half the damage from that. Okay, so he's not frightened, but Kadam, you are.
Oh dear.
And in the Howdah, you said cover. There was something else to do with him being on. He has pack tactics, so he should be attacking at advantage because he's a kobold and he's within, sitting on the Howdah. He's always going to have pack tactics on melee attacks from the Howdah, Jeff.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So we'll call that a cancelling out, Jeff and Fizz, because he's made attacks in a round when he should have had advantage, and Bucket's made attacks in a round when she should have had disadvantage. Fair's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. So that happens, and then with that, he gauges the situation, sees that none of you are dead yet, and is now going to attempt to flee in this direction. So attacks of opportunity.
Can I take one if I'm scared?
Yes.
Yeah, disadvantage.
Okay.
I will take one with my quarterstaff.
Sure thing. And yep. So you miss. Sand can have a go as well at advantage because of pack tactics, and that's a hit. Taiji.
Cool. Ooh, not good damage though.
That's a little better.
Fucking 1 on a
24
D8.
From sand.
That's a hit.
It's 7. 14. What?
14. Yeah, sometimes it does that. Okay, so just making sure I check this. Okay, so Sand is slightly faster. Okay. That's what you do. So, Taiji, you would have hit him if Sand hadn't stabbed him through the head and killed him first. So you hit him, but his body's already on the way down.
I'm just like, take that!
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, he goes to turn around. We go for Kadam swings wildly and misses, but like that sort of as he does that, he leans forward and that puts Sand right there, and Sand just goes. And then as they reel back up, it just sort of, and you're just like.
No, I was gonna say, as the arrow goes through him, I sort of quickly look around and go, see, die. See, I am a hero.
Love it. All right, so that's a dead one. Then they're all dead, and then
That wolf.
it's suspiciously quiet from the northeast, and it's now Sand's turn. Oh wait, no. Sand and Akak. So with that, Akak's going to wander up a bit closer to you guys. It's 30 feet. And then, just to be safe, because you heard the noises out there, I think you can move to 60. Move that out to there. And look around, just like call out to you guys. I think they ran away. That'll be his turn. And then Sam can do whatever. There is still a wolf there.
Mm.
Well, he moved the Worldrender over.
Oh yeah, sorry. He'll move it. No, he moved it over there to because that's where he thought the others were, and he was like trying to suck them up off the ground so that we could see if they were still there. But I guess if he moved it from there, he can move it through it? Does that still work?
Yeah, because this one's worded differently. It says, creature must make a dexterity saving throw the first time on a turn that it enters the whirlwind, or that the whirlwind enters its space.
Okay, excellent.
This
So
one's worded very particular. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a dex save?
Yeah, DC 16.
Yeah. Which it
Take
fails.
10d6 and get restrained. 10d6 and get restrained. In 5 feet up.
Okay, so that's 37. I'm not going to make you roll it out unless you really want to. Like, that thing's getting sucked along with this thing, whipped around, and it's already nearly half dead. So let's just say it's dead, unless you guys want to chase it around and kill it.
I mean,
No.
I say let us go. Yeah.
I'm happy to let the whirlwind take it.
Sweet. All right, the whirlwind eventually claims the life of that wolf. All the immediate threats are gone, and as Akak has said, he thinks they've run away. Do you guys, who has to wrap soon? Do we want to take a short break, keep going for a while, or do we want to wrap it up soonish? Like, what's the feels?
No, we can go
Good
till
either
like
way.
midnight-ish.
Yeah.
11
All right. Well,
midnight.
let's take a short break at this point then, since we're at the top of a round. And we'll come back shortly, and we'll go through until midnight.
Mm-hmm.
I believe. I don't know if the chat window over here, but I believe we left off with. Seems like everyone's run away. And Akak showed up, being all like, "You guys left without me. What's up?"
Oh, should we tell him? Well, simply we thought you were missing.
That's the king, buddy.
No, we thought you were missing out in the field. We didn't know where you were. So, we thought we'd just go for a walk.
Okay.
And I'll look over at them and like, pretty sure he was on the statue in town. We spoke to him.
Hey, I'm just saying. I didn't see you before the hurricane started.
I mean, might be because I started the hurricane. Speaking of which,
I got that, but
speaking of which, and the whirlwind fades away. He waves his hand over towards the direction where all the stuff's crawling around, and he sort of waves it down. And that wolf that was sucked up in the middle of it just falls and just and is most definitely dead.
I believe what my associate
think
is
so.
trying to say is, where have you been? We've been fighting every undead up the East Coast. Any case, have you come across anything that we haven't seen in this immediate area?
Well, see, I kind of just got here myself.
Right.
That whole stretch of like corrupted land back there.
Oh, it's a doozy.
You're telling me? Like, for real? Could use some help getting through that, but I guess I managed. Anyway, so we've reached the foothills. I see. Have you had any luck finding any giants yet?
No. There's been no giants.
That's a shame. He'll obviously have wandered closer during all this.
There was. He was
Okay.
undead, though.
Oh, yeah, no. That's unfortunate. Wait, what kind of giant?
I imagine you must have walked past them on the way here. That's because I don't actually remember out of character.
Oh, you're talking about the one you fought last week?
Yeah. The one on the trail to here.
Yeah. And anything? Oh, that was a giant. Oh, well, that doesn't bode well. So that was look. Judging by the size of the corpse, and the shape, that was a giant. That was probably a hill giant. They tend to live in the lowlands and the foothills. Only a few of them live up higher with the rest of the giants. They tend to like hunt around these areas, but I'm just concerned about like unlike some of their I guess slightly larger cousins, they prefer to be out in the wild and be more nomadic. They have small camps scattered around the foothills, and if some of them have been turned.
I've
Well,
come across a power in my travels. A lot of things seem to come back from the dead. Lost legends, dragons especially, a few of those.
Double-headed elephants.
Well, yes, but those are special cases.
Loxodon, sorry.
You watch out, little man.
yeah. Too good.
What I'm saying is, there might be a connection here. If this thing brings other things dead, and it's bringing one giant from the dead.
That kind of just gives you a deadpan look.
Is he suggesting that we kill the other giants? We can bring them back from the dead?
No.
So Akak is going to give Hidam a deadpan look, and then look over at Yahsob and just be like, "You're the one that said liches get stitches, aren't you?"
Well, they do when I finish with them.
So you would possibly be able to inform your friend of the nature of what it is that we're going up against and how their very basis for raising armies is exactly what you just said. Like raising things from the dead. Would you like to just have that conversation while I talk to the adults over here? Thank you.
And while-
he walks over to Taiji and Ralph.
While you guys are doing that, I'm just gonna kneel down and start checking out the corpse at my feet is dragonborn.
Oh yeah, sure thing.
Actually, yeah, let's do some looting.
No, you're talking. I'm looting.
No, I'm not talking anymore. I'm looting now.
Yeah. Plus, Akak just walked up.
Yeah. To Taiji and Ralph. No, so Taiji starts to like loading the guy, and Ralph just kind of Ralph and Akak just kind of looks at him, sighs, looks up at Ralph, and like, okay,
I
you
look
I
like a
know
shrug
take this seriously. Yeah, I know you at least take this seriously because we have a deal. Now, I'm not quite so sure about your companions. They seem to only have half an idea of what's actually going on. Are you sure they're the ones you want to be taking into Malachi's Rest?
Again, no. I've been looking for help. I've checked the libraries, the local shops. There's not a lot of information on this guy. Do you know where he came from? Is there maybe? I guess what I'm thinking is that if you're a wizard and you're obtaining knowledge, you must have gone to a school at some point. You must have had a home at some point before you gained this thirst for power and knowledge and became a lich. If there's somewhere we can go to research this guy, find out like what we're facing, and possibly that could be where his phylactery is anyway.
Well, at least you know what a phylactery is.
I'm waiting for a Jeff joke. I don't know why.
trying to think of one, but phylactery is hard.
I for sure thought you were coming in hard right there. You're slipping, Jeff.
Jeff, is it really hard, or was that just exactly what you wanted us to think?
Something like that.
I need to roll a thing. Okay, let's see. Deal. Yeah, Aka kind of scratches his head and he's like, I mean, probably, but and he just kind of like summons an ice crystal into one hand and like tosses it over into his other one and then tosses it back and then like closes his hand around it and disappears and he's just like, I can just kind of do things. So I'm not really familiar with schools where like people go to learn.
Well, never mind the schools. There has to be a history to this guy. Who are the record keepers of this land?
Most of the records have been kept in.
Yahsob. I try to get him in because he's the guide.
Does Yahsob know where records are kept?
More history.
Yeah, because I feel like this has to be part of regional history or lore somewhere, right? Like
14?
14. Okay, so 14. So you know that this lich is old. It's, according to local legend, it's probably the source of the undead that wiped out Sisu, the first settlement of the Loxodon that moved up from down south. Your family history says that some warriors did go to try and find more information to try and face the lich. None of them ever returned. And they were never heard from again. Bodies never found. None of that. Your older brother once set out on a similar quest and was never heard from again. There is a small collection of lore back in Bastion, of written lore, but most of your lore is storytelling. So you're remembering what you can. But that lore is heavily guarded. It's like the old secrets. So your father may permit you access to those records, but you would have to find a way to communicate with him or return to Bastion to do so. That's the best you're going to be able to get with a 14. Akak, however, he'll ponder for a moment and just like look up to Ralph and say that the best I can think of is that maybe the Imperials have some records on this guy. Like, he's old, but the Empire sort of gathered up as much of the information as it, like war documents and information on potential sources of power as it could when it first rose to. Okay, it's a what? A Teletubby backwaver? What the is that, mod?
Can I search my memory banks to see if there's anything been inputted about him?
Absolutely. Roll me history with disadvantage because this is like you were created more recently than a lot of us.
So it's like you're so dumb, you wave back at the Teletubbies?
That'd be a 6.
Right. Yeah, it's actually about true. So you got a 6. Let me just check. Akak is pretty dumb. Hey, like he's wise-ish. He's fairly charismatic, but he's pretty dumb.
I was gonna say, but why was my role at disadvantage? Just because I was made young doesn't mean they can't put input data into my memory blocks when they created me, because I'm a robot that's meant to go out and kill things.
Yep, you're a robot that's meant to go out and kill things, so that might also mean that you don't have the kind of access you think you've got.
Yeah, no, okay, that's all right. I was just
Yeah.
I love the fact that for the last 3-4 episodes we've been talking about finding a place of knowledge. Meanwhile, there's been a freaking data bank next to it.
Yeah, right. So here's the thing, though, that even with a 6, you know that there is information on a
However, it's
particular.
password protected.
Yeah, so that's where I'm going. Yeah, basically, there is information in the Imperial databanks on an incredibly powerful spellcaster in this region, potentially doing some kind of necromancy. That's about the best you can get out of the way the file is coded. You know, like it's got the right codes for necromancy and for this area and for, you know, some kind of humanoid. Like it's got those kind of codes. But yeah, like Fizz says, the file is inaccessible to you.
it's
at this time.
it's redacted. There's heaps of redacted lines.
It's 100%. Like you all you get is the and, the's, buts, this, that is, you know, like nothing of consequence is actually able to be accessed. But that does tell you that if you were to get an appropriate Imperial access code or access an Imperial network at an Imperial facility, you would be able to gain the knowledge you're after. Excuse me. But that's a long way from here.
Yeah, but that's living too, right, guys?
I mean, considering how close you got to dead by like four roaming NPCs on Winterwolves, yeah. Now, when I say roaming, they may or may not have been hunting you, but you didn't keep anyone alive to ask. We didn't capture anyone alive to ask, so you have no idea what they were up to. Akak will, however, urge that, like noticing that you appear to be halfway through a night's camp, will urge that you return to finishing your rest as and getting moving as quickly as possible, as he may or may not have had to outmaneuver some of the undead that came after him rather than destroy them, and they may be a few hours behind him. You've probably got time to finish your rest, most likely.
Nice.
But you will need to get moving soon in the morning.
Yeah, so let's rest. I think let's head to the giants at least, see what aid they can lend.
Mm-hmm.
But it might be smarter to retreat, regroup. You know what I mean? Like, come back in.
Especially if that's not the only giant that's been cursed.
Well, we need to go find out what
be
happened to the giants first. I think. See what aid they can give us, and then work on a plan from there. Do I find anything on this dragon board I'm searching?
Let me have a look. See. Well, he's wearing plate armor, standard plate armor. He's wielding a great axe. Let me see. Standard great axe. Yeah. He didn't get to see him use it, but if he had used it, he would have done a similar kind of thing to what the other knight was doing with his glaive. Like he would have been, you would have seen like the necrotic energy pulsing through it, but you missed out on that. But yeah, like it basically the axe does necrotic damage, but only for him or someone similarly empowered. So you find those two things, and I'm gonna have to do loot rolls for other stuff. So give me a moment, and I'll pull up some tables.
Mm-hmm.
You managed to kill him. So the basic gear on the other guy is another suit of plate mail and a glaive and a shortbow. So you'll get at least those things.
We chuck them all those things into the bag of holding that we got.
Sure. Well, no, because they won't fit.
Oh.
Bag of holding has a 2-foot diameter opening and a depth of.
I thought they were just infinite depth. Like you just got to stick your hand in.
No, there is most definitely a limit to the size of the bag of holding. Let me bring it up.
It's like the size of your desk.
its weight is even limited to 500 pounds. Like, it's not just infinite. All right, so here is the wording on a bag of holding. The bag is an interior space considerably larger than its outside dimensions, roughly 2 feet in diameter at the mouth and 4 feet deep. So it's got a depth of 4 feet and an opening of 2 feet, right? It can hold 500 pounds, not exceeding a volume of 64 cubic feet. So big things can fit, but or big amounts of things can fit, but it has to fit in that 2 foot, space. Like you could get actually, you could probably put the plate armor in there in pieces, but the big weapons aren't going to go.
Right.
Yeah.
So we get the plate armor in there. We're like, can we chuck these weapons on the back of bucket by any chance? They might come in handy for someone, or we could sell them on, get stuff we need. As I'm looking at Ralph.
Elric, do you need it? Or not
Not
Elric.
particularly.
Great Axe or a glaive.
Who did we talk to? Bochet. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you wanted the metal. Yeah, I think leave it. I'll give you whatever the amount is to make up for it out of my own cut. I just don't want to burden the horse. I don't think we're gonna run into anybody like a buyer out here. Well, maybe the glaive, right? For like a giant toothpick.
I love it.
I did make a crucible.
All right. Well, I'll take the other weapons, and I'll take them just inside the cave, and I'll bury them in some snow in the entrance, right on the edge of the entrance there or somewhere.
Jeff, if you're provisioned with smith's tools as per the crafting rules, 2 hours to melt down a single object like a sword or a glaive into its component parts.
Oh, really?
during downtime. Yep. You just need the smith's tools and some kind of forge to do so. You're gonna need a bigger forge than what you've made so far. But just so you know, for instance, you could sell the plate armor that you've collected, or when you get to a forge, you can melt it all down and have some raw material to make something else. All those kinds of things. All right, well, let's do some loot on the other guys.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I just want to say I want my long rest. So I'm gonna go lay down.
Oh yeah, you guys are getting that. That's fine. That's all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I hinted at maybe not, but it's fine. Yeah, you're good to have your long rest. Looting will happen.
You got to remember, I was looting while you guys were talking too.
Yeah. So.
And it's your shift, right? So
Makes
sure.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see. All right, Taiji, roll me an investigation check.
Investigation. Probably not my best thing, but here goes. 18.
In the morning, I'd like to skin the wolves.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do that. It's fine. You can do that in either downtime, whether it's night, morning, whatever. It's all good.
Yep.
Bring up the harvesting chart momentarily. In the meantime, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll me a D8, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, make it a D10. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. A 3. A 3 or a 3?
Okay. That's 3 it is. All right, and now I need a D100 from you, please.
84.
84. Okay. And now a further D100, please.
Oof. 100.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
so, tucked into a pouch that was on the belt of the Dragonborn that you took the armor from, you find a tiny object that looks like a feather, but it's more like a token. So what you have found is Qual's feather token, and you have found Qual's feather token whip.
What?
Well, you'll probably need to identify this properly to figure it out. Yeah, right. You're
like a plate, right? And you can crack it. It's got a symbol. Probably in your case, a whip on one side and a feather on the other.
Yep, that sounds about right. It's tiny, so it'll fit in your hand.
Yeah.
And then it says you can use an action to throw. So I imagine you'll spend downtime identifying this.
Yeah, I've got my mage has got bloody
Identify
too, so I can switch over and identify.
Yep. It's a single-use effect. You can use an action to throw the token to a point within 10 feet of you. It disappears and a floating whip takes its place. You can then use a bonus action to make a melee spell attack against a creature within 10 feet of the whip with an attack bonus of +9. On a hit, the target takes 1d6 plus 5 force damage. As a bonus action on your turn, you can direct the whip to fly up to 20 feet. Repeat the attack against a creature within 10 feet of it. The whip disappears after 1 hour when you use an action to dismiss it or when you are incapacitated or die. So it's basically an arcane spiritual weapon with a reach of 10 feet that you can summon once.
Yep.
So you can add that to your sheet. It's an actual item. Kadam, you said you were going to do some looting as well while the conversating was taking place. So you go ahead and roll me investigation for the other guy.
By the way, I am disappointed in Yahsob.
Why?
Because I'm asking about the history of his land, and I feel like an elephant never forgets, but I don't want to mention it because I feel like I'm being racist.
Oh, dear. All right, what'd you get, Yahsob? The 12?
12.
Okay, roll me a d8.
And we have a 4.
Oh, 4. Okay, now roll me d100. You roll 100, I'm going to scream.
18.
18. You find a healing potion in a similar belt pouch on this guy. It is a potion of supreme healing,
Oh, wow.
which is 10d4 plus 20 hit points when you drink it, or if you take a whole action, that'll be 60.
Okay.
Yep. So that's a good thing for the barbarian to have, really. So that's excellent. Cool. And then harvesting the winter wolves. Oh, don't give me that. No. That's so crap.
Now I'm interested.
So crap.
We get all their teeth extracted, and they do 10d10 worth of damage when you throw it at someone.
You get wolf caltrops, like the teeth wolf caltrops.
The whole website's
Well, if you were like an undead bloody artificer or something, you could probably make undead teeth caltrops and throw them on the ground.
Yeah, lizard folk can do it racially, like they just can do it.
Pull their teeth out.
So they have like proficiency in all manner of crafting with creatures. So if you can think of like, I want to make a shield out of this animal, like they're the guys that can do it.
Yeah.
Or a bow and arrow or a caltrop, yeah. What I was thinking would be kind of funny earlier when you're talking about your artificer barbarian. As a joke, imagine if you have like a rogue who's like placing the caltrops, but you don't like them. You could like enchant their caltrops with returning weapon. So they, like,
my god.
They throw them out, and then they just like attach themselves to their ass.
Yeah, they all just fling back, all 100 of them.
Let's see how those guys. Alright, so Fizz, my usual harvesting tables aren't available right now. The website is down.
Oh, listen, I'm okay with just saying I got however many pelts as a trade good for when we go see the
Yep.
giants.
Well, there are 2 of them, so there are definitely going to be at least 2 pelts. There's a good chance, but I want to give you something else as well.
I'm all right. I got bucket.
I know, but make me a survival check for harvesting. Maybe 2, because there's 2 wolves.
I just want you to know I'm not doing anything like weird, like checking their intestines.
Yeah, that's fine.
11. That's my best. Or 5 and then 11.
5 and then 11. All right, so you absolutely botched the first one. That pelt is ruined. But you managed to get a decent pelt off the second one. Now let me have a look at this other chart here.
Can't Robark walk over and give him the help action for an advantage?
It's not advantage. It's extra D something roll. Check what it is. It's normally advantage with another person, but Robar's is different.
Hang on, let me look.
Oh, well, that's with his bonus action. He can, with his action.
Okay. Well, then,
anybody could. Yeah.
Take advantage on the failed roll then. And take advantage on both of them if other people, like you've got San around as well, and, you know.
Yeah. The one thing that kind of inhibits it, some people will say you can only do it if you have proficiency.
If
you
he's...
only give the help action on a skill.
Can he help with his reliable talent? Because anything rolled under a 9 on a D20 is an automatic 10.
That will so like I would
that'll give him a 12.
If not proficient, I would allow someone to roll a check to see if they can still help, and so he could do that and succeed on that even if he's not proficient. So I'm going to say that he can give 1 help, Sand can give the other because he definitely will be proficient in survival out here. So you can re-roll both of those, Ralph.
I'm just going to roll twice then.
Yep. So yes, and see if the other one gets any better. Okay, so 15 and a 13. That's what you end up with. So again, you get 2 pelts. One of them is very good quality. You did a really, with the help probably from San on that one, you did real good on one of them. And then you're also going to find. Roll me a D100. 6. Okay, nothing on those ones. Probably nothing, but we will see.
Well, he did say he wanted nothing.
Yeah, the meat's gonna be no good cheer. Actually, on your original harvesting rolls, you can also harvest some meat.
Yeah,
You would like.
I want to get big haunches, right? I want to get whole legs that I can give to the giants.
Roll me a d4 to figure out how many you can get done well.
3.
3, yep, cool. You get 3. Let's say all 3 of them hind haunches that are well cut and massive because they're large creatures. That'll definitely make you something. Then.
About putting the glaive on bucket. We don't have a token, but there is a cart with us.
Yeah, there you go.
I'd be okay with it going in the cart. I forgot to mention that. I forgot about it earlier.
Roll me one more D100, Fizz.
Did you catch that, Jason?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's very close.
34. You also get some leftover leather scraps and hide scraps that can be used for. That'll be hide scraps. Sorry. So you get some, little rather than being a whole hide, there are some patches that are maybe 6 inches across, 12 inches across. That kind of thing. So a few extra little patches of hide that you can use for something.
I'll tell you what I'll use it for.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not this morning, but I'll just use it to, I guess, get better at leather working. I'll practice stitches and making wallets and pouches and canteens and whatever,
Oh yeah. Well, just make a note of that on your character sheet that you're doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Alright, so with that, you can all apply a long rest because you'll do the things and you'll settle in for that. Akak will come in and, you know, he'll offer to take the rest of the watch because as much as he had to do a lot of running, that's basically all he had to do was a lot of running, and he's only used, you know, a couple of his big spells. So he'll offer to take the rest of the watch for you. While the rest of you get some proper sleep. Let's go ahead and apply that, and we'll wake up in the morning. We're at like 11:30. Still going to go to midnight-ish. So waking up in the morning. Those guys bug it off. I'm going to say you wake up early enough to make a move before any of the undead that may or may not have been chasing Akak and just to catch up with you.
Okay.
Now, so you'll be able to set off. Let me just have a look at a couple of things. I'll bring you guys over to the regional map.
I don't remember. Are we like, how far are we to the? Much travel time until we get to the Giants town?
Okay. So the Giants have several villages / towns throughout the hills. The one you guys are going for is probably still another couple of days travel, but you know that you may like that the hill giants actually live in the foothills, which is more where you are, and they have like nomadic camps, and so you may be able to find one of those before you find a village. And as much as they don't like live in the, not most of them don't live in the more concentrated towns, they're still welcome within giant society, and that may be a good you know, foot in the door kind of thing. So you could probably find one of those camps in the next day or so, if you're lucky, but they move around. So and Robar will let you know that that, you know, there'll be signs that he can look out for to try and help find one, but otherwise it's still a couple of days to one of the main strongholds.
When I wake up,
and this is not like hex map distance either. This is like winding around the foothills and following trails and shit like that. So don't worry about the hex map distance for now. But you're gonna be just in this kind of area trying to find shit. What was you had a question, Jason?
No, that's right. I was just going to say when I wake up in the morning, I will be in the mage.
Okay, yeah, no problem. I'll make sure that.
I thought you said in. I will be in the mage.
Well, I mean, technically, you know.
All right, so yeah, they're not like normal hill giants, right? Like, they're not gonna try to eat us, and they're not like evil.
No.
Like, okay, yeah, I do get confused a lot in your world, so I just want to double check.
No, that's fair. No, you know from Robar that all of the giants throughout these hills are generally like they're solitary and defensive, but with you know, if you approach them with peaceful intentions, they're not going to just attack you unless you give them reason to. Yeah. Like they will absolutely defend themselves, and they might be standoffish. They might not want to help, but they're not just gonna fucking try and kill you for no reason.
Yeah, meat. Yeah.
Okay. Right. No. Yeah, they're a little bit more intelligent than that. Well, they're not necessarily more intelligent. They're just more civilized. You know.
Yep.
Like.
Yeah. Fair enough.
They're still nomadic people, but they're good. Well, you know, they much like humans. Their range of potential alignment is anything, but their general society is generally, you know, what you would consider lawful good. Their laws are just a bit different than yours. Right.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to know was were we on the dinner table?
Yeah, no, and even not just from Robar, like you as a native of this world would be aware of that about giants. Like, you know, you've probably met some in the past. Maybe even had some scintillating conversations with like a stone giant or a fucking, or maybe also a cloud giant or a storm giant, you know. maybe somewhere back there. So, you guys will be setting out. We're going to need... Right, so you got the two things. So you're heading in the general direction of the town that Robar knows how to find, right? But he's also going to be on the lookout, or helping you guys be on the lookout for signs of one of these nomadic camps, or people. So it's going to be navigation at the moment, because you're clear of the corruption. You're not going to have any hassles from that. It's also pretty good weather. There's maybe a bit of light snowfall from time to time, but there's like bugger all wind. There's no blizzard conditions, no rain, anything like that. So,
speaking of which, Akak's blessing that he gave me.
Yes.
I need to remember to start using that.
Yep.
So you guys will see basically the whirlwind he cast earlier, but different. It's just like snow, and nobody can see anything.
Nice.
We can see, but it'll blanket us. It'll help camouflage us.
Yeah. It's basically like a small localized blizzard effect that moves with you and shrouds you from sight from the outside. It's pretty cool. So you want to start using that, so that'll help keep you hidden from anyone that might be nasty. And then, so it'll be navigations. Now, Robar's like the guide to find it. Like, he's going to be able to help you speak with the giants, and he kind of knows the area up here, but he's not been up here heaps. So he's only working on partial knowledge, but enough to sort of get you there. I don't want to have him be the one doing the rolls, so I'm going to say he's going to help whoever decides to navigate. So who's actually going to be doing the navigating?
Yahsob.
Yeah, probably Yahsob.
There we go. So go ahead with that. Let me just check something.
I threw the Blizzard's bargain in. If anybody wanted to read it.
Nice.
Okay. Is that survival?
Yes, it is with advantage because Robar is helping you. And I want you to tell me beforehand if you personally are paying more attention to the trail towards the town or looking for the nomadic camps.
Yeah, good question. What's our bigger priority, people?
Well, I think
Not falling off the cliff.
I think just going to the camp that we know is there. The nomadic ones might be God knows where.
Okay, to the camp.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead and roll your survival.
Yes.
22? Will it do?
Will probably help. Also, I will point out. Just check this out. 22 is pretty good. I'm definitely going to say you don't get lost. That's a definite for certain, sure. Anything else here that might be useful? Okay, yep. So you definitely don't get lost. I think you make good passage along the way. No signs of any nomad camps. But can I get perception checks from everybody, please?
Yeah. Does this include smell?
Yes.
Okay, advantage. 26.
Nice. Wow.
I love how Bucket beats me in like everything.
I know, right? I told you Bucket's the main character.
Oh man.
Okay, so Ralph and Akak are actually the only ones who don't really notice this. Robar and San as well, guys.
We're probably having a conversation.
Yeah, if they don't have perception as a skill, just roll wisdom. Robo and Sam, please. Oh, you need the tokens. Hang on,
Yeah.
I'll put you back on the other map. Yeah.
You can add them on your sheet in extras.
Oh yeah, you can too. Robo not yet. Robo and Sand not yet. Actually, well, you can add the expert stat blocks that they have. Yeah, you don't have the custom ones, but yeah, you can.
So what are we rolling?
Wisdom or perception. Well, if they have perception, roll perception. If not, just roll wisdom.
$15.
Robo's good. And we need a sand from you, Jeff.
Need a what from me, sorry?
A perception check from Sam.
Oh, Sand, of course. My bad. I remembered my own, and I didn't remember Sand's. Poor
Plus
old
5.
Sand. 14.
Okay. So yeah, even Sam. Everyone but Ralph and Akak, who yes are having conversations about things. We'll talk about that at another time, Fizz, because you guys are the ones having the conversations. These guys don't need to know. But the rest of you, like moving through the mountain paths from, so like you're moving along a path that's wide enough for you guys to spread out a little bit, like you're not having to go single file or anything. You're heading up towards the northeast at this point, and the path opens up onto a, like you can see the path opens up onto a bit of a plateau. Now, Kadum, you smell it first, just before Taiji hears it, and everyone else kind of catches on, other than the other two. Sort of pretty quickly after that, you can hear a trumpeting sound. This would be reminiscent of a sound that you might be able to make with your trunk, but it's louder and deeper. You can also hear someone kind of like, but it's in giant. Robar does understand it, and he'll be quick to translate and just be like, whoever that is in trouble. And what you smell is just the stench of death. And the rest of you can hear sort of like in the distance, kind of thing going on. So you're on an incline going up to this thing, so you can't see what's up there, but you can definitely hear stuff going on. Does anyone want to try and get a closer look before you approach?
Let me have a quick look here. Do I have?
You're looking at about 20 feet incline, like up from where you are to. Actually, let's make it 30 just so Ralph can't fucking cheese it by standing on top of the bucket.
Well, I assumed I wasn't even looking, Bill. I assumed I was talking.
Going to, yeah, true. Yeah, you're not even aware of what's going on. You're still probably a little bit further back than where I put you on the map, but I'm just going to hide everything else and show you at least the terrain.
Map.
Yeah, you are. I'm just hiding other stuff so you can't see what's up the hill. Moving you guys over. So
yeah, I might have jumped off a bucket, let Robar ride it, you know.
Okay, yep, sweet. And you're back here talking to okay.
Yeah, and if you want to go crazy with it, I got that 30-foot aura on me, so they'd really be on the edge of that if they wanted to be seeing stuff, right?
Yep.
So I'd be like 30 feet back. I could be 30 feet off the map if that helps.
No, it's okay. I can put you there, back here with okay, and then these guys can all be sort of. And it's or off your off bucket.
It's off of me.
Yeah, cool. All right, so I'll put you back there. Those guys can be up there. Yes, it. All right, awesome.
Let me,
yeah. Thanks. So ignoring the watery, icy looking bit, if you see this sort of trail along here where I'm pinging,
Mhm.
Imagine that's the trail you've been following, but that's like it's smaller for distance perspective, right? So where you guys are up here in the group is about the width the trail's been the entire time. Ralph and Akak are a little bit further back along said path. You're coming up to here. So from where Bucket, Kadam, and San are, actually San's with Kadam there, it's 20 feet up to get to this level up here, like at the edge of this, right? And across there. This part here is also up at that height, and so is this.
So they're all 20 feet high. And this is a slope.
Yes.
So like there, everything beyond that's 20 feet.
And it's a slope up to that, and the ridges on that are also 20 feet from, sorry, 30, from where Bucket is, like up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, a little bit about the blizzard around me. It is heavily obscure, which means anybody is blinded. They can't see you if you're in it. You can't see out of it. However, if you're within 5 feet of me, you can see through it fine. Just slightly obscured. That's all.
He said,
But whenever that matters.
So they'd either have to be out ahead of it or that close to you to be able to see, right?
Right, and they wouldn't want to be next to me because, I mean, if you're scouting, because it gives you lightly obscured, which gives you disadvantage on your like survival perception checks.
So
they'd want to be out of it.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, we'll put you here. Put these guys up a little bit forward. Oops. Taiji there.
Yeah. Just so you know, so like if you ever like walk into something, you could walk right back into it, and they'll be blinded. You know.
Yeah. Nice.
Use it to hide, all kinds of stuff.
All right. So there we go. You guys will be like that. And yeah, you can hear this going on up there. What would you like to do?
Well, it sounds like a giant is in danger. We might want to go in and save the giant. That's just what I got from the whole loud yelling and trumpeting sound.
Yeah, I think I'll just go I'll just put this hood up and go and check if yous want. I could probably see what's going on up there. And then I also have messenger. So I will I'll let you know what's up there, so we don't make too much noise.
Understood.
So I'll chuck the hood up on my cloak, and I will try and stealth up to a point where I can see what's happening.
Okay. What's this hood thing do?
It's my elven cloak of elven kind.
Yep. So
I thought you were just trying to look cool.
No.
I was like, wow, I love the flavor. This is good.
Well, it is flavour, but it's
Yeah,
my cloak of elven kind.
No, so that gives you advantage on stealth checks to remain hidden.
Yep.
Does not give you move silently like the shoes
No.
do. So just roll me normal stealth for now.
Well, I got advantage on stealth. What's it? It actually.
You have advantage from the cloak if you're hiding, but at the moment you're sneaking forward, so there's sound to worry about.
Okay. Yep. No, that's cool. All right. So
Just give me
roll
another
that.
one.
Oh, good roll. Dirty 20.
Yeah, Jace. Okay, I don't think any of these are going to have a passive perception that high. Let me just check the ones most likely.
Fuck yeah, we might get a surprise round finally.
Yeah, nothing seems to notice you, and so as you crest the hill, I'm going to reveal what's here. and everything seems to be preoccupied. So you're definitely not noticed. You see, backed up against one of the walls, a hill giant dressed in like white furs, with a massive like two-handed maul in his hands.
Holy!
A pair of woolly white mammoths with him, completely surrounded by a horde of undead zombies. There are some kobolds, some other humanoids, some big, and a couple of really big, like, clusters of, it seems like a whole bunch of zombie corpses are just like rolled into one big mass. And they're all focused on the hill giant. So I'm going to add them all to the combat tracker. Because you've managed to discover them stealthily, you guys are going to get a surprise round, those of you that have noticed them. And I will allow Ralph and Akak to make just it's an initiative-based test, but just a dexterity test. And if you can beat a 15, you can also have surprise. Actually, make it a 12. I think that's fair.
Wait, won't we just
Well,
get
I
it?
can just at will cast message and point a finger to everyone and tell them what's up here.
All right, cool. Well, in that case, I'm going to need stealth from everyone that's approaching that wants to get surprise. Does that sound more reasonable?
Yeah, because they'll all know that they're there, but it's obviously how stealthy they are at getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like if he didn't say anything, it just went in and took his surprise. That's different than if he came back and like, all right, guys, there's people up the hill, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, gotcha.
However, I do want to mention that when he poked his head over and seen all that, he shouted, "Holy!"
No, that wasn't in character.
and this is why voices.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's okay. Roll me a d20. If you roll a 1, you said it in character. No.
Hang on.
Honestly, though, that's some shit that could happen, right? Like,
Yeah, 100%. Actually, yeah, make me a wisdom save, Taiji.
It all hinges on.
You're okay. You're okay. You managed to. You almost did. You almost did. Meets it beats it too. It was a 12.
I couldn't even watch. My eyes were closed. So tight.
Yeah. All right. So stealth checks from everybody that wants to try and sneak up, and also take a moment to formulate a plan, but don't take too long because these things are fucking up the other things. So.
So here's my plan: to take the cart loose and get on my horse. And then let them sneak up. I'll dash in. That'll be my plan. It's just dash in.
Yep.
I'm just going to tell them. I'll let off a fireball, and then I think my brother's better suited to this type of combat. So I'm going to be out for a second or two. So on my surprise round, I'm going to throw a fireball, and then I'll switch.
Sure.
It takes you an action to switch, right?
Yeah.
Or a turn or something?
Yeah, it takes me an action economy.
So why not switch now and then use
No, because I don't want to use my once a day until I switch, and then I can either do another.
So you can do a second fireball or something else. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I'm already in this persona. I may as well use the spell slot while I'm here.
Absolutely. Okay. Elric, what do you got?
Okay, so I was thinking that I should advise San to take flight to a roundabout here.
Mm-hmm.
And apart from that, I don't know what to do here because my main thing's getting close, and that's a lot. That's an army.
Well, you can do a run after my fireball hits.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna survive that.
Hey,
You get instinctive pounce now.
Yeah.
And action dash.
Can you please roll me a charisma check?
Ooh, Okay.
Oh man,
Check. This is
I
interesting.
want a hero point now.
Ooh, I actually rolled well. 14.
Okay, and now Yahsob, can you please roll me a charisma check?
Oh yeah, let's see who takes over today.
Holy crap.
So Yahsob is getting a little bit sick of Kadum's bitching and moaning and being scared, and he immediately flies into a rage, no bonus action required, and you will be charging forward with no stealth.
Headbutts him.
Okay. Do I still get the extra movement from enraging?
Oh, absolutely. We can take that right now, in fact.
Ah, excellent. So I move 20 feet
Yep,
toward all the
yep,
army,
yep.
and then another 40 feet.
No, it's not your turn. You just move your instinctive pounce for now.
Okay.
And so I'm still going to allow the surprise round. Like, I'm going to allow the surprise round for everybody. Like Ralph's using it to stay back. You're just running the fuck in there, and other stealthing. So Taiji, your stealth check is fine. Give me stealth for Robar because he's going to be doing whatever he's doing on foot. You can't both stay on the horse.
Yep.
And then
Oh, that's right.
yep. And then Sand needs to make a stealth check as well, and so does Akak, although he might have something else he can do. Let me just check on that.
Oh, Robar's fine. 26.
Yep, cool. Akak's decent with stealth as well, so yeah, he's going to try and just sneak up. 21, yep, so he'll do the same, sneak up with you guys. And I think, alright, so it's going to take, say, a round to get prepared and in position. I'll have him come up here as well. Let's not have Robar go, oh yeah, because Nakadam's going to go rah, charging in, so you go back up. So like, here.
Blame Kadam for this. This is Yahsob's call.
Oh, I know, yeah, absolutely. And now, let's see. Stealth.
I feel like these two guys are like bellying up to the crest of this hill. They're about like belly crawling up there.
I don't need to. I got my elven cloak.
So I'm just applying some damages to the creatures that are currently engaged. I'm not going to move the pack at all, but the ones that are currently like in range with each other. The hell? Open stat block. Why is it not opening the right stat block? Right. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm just going to call it that then. So that one can get spluttered. Then it's that one. That one. Playing blue squares. I think it's going to squares a little bit. There we go. So a little bit of damage is applied for the time taken.
Oops, I was on mute. Hey, while you're working that out,
Yep.
eagle whistle. I was going to ask our other rules lawyers. Does that say I need an action to activate it? Because I don't see that anywhere.
Normally, it's an action
Okay,
to activate a magic item.
gotcha.
It's like saying the command word for it or something.
Right. Damn it. That means I can't use it as a jump pack to go in swinging.
I mean, you have a surprise round, so at that round you action do that, get in there, and then in the actual round you start swinging.
That is true.
So let me just go ahead and I'm gonna have to do this bit by bit because there's quite a few of everything, and I need to do groupy stuff. So one zombie. Come on. Kobold zombie. Huskers. All those kinds of Huskers. Nope, something from the normal kinds of Huskers. Fucking great. Let's go.
So I'm looking up the eagle whistle, trying to see anything about it, and just in the forum comments on D&D Beyond below it.
Yeah.
So an air genasi can just keep going indefinitely then, because they don't run out of breath.
Ah. I love it.
Okay, so my character has a heart attack, and all of a sudden,
Oh, what the hell? And then here's this. No, but Kenny G might. He's able to do circular breathing techniques. This is the shit you were talking about earlier.
Anyone that can play a didgeridoo does circular breathing.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't even know what circular breathing is. How do you just like always breathe?
It's being able to breathe in through your nose simultaneously to breathing out through your mouth. Without having to, you know how normally when you breathe in, then breathe out. Like they can just continuously cycle breath.
Oh, what the fuck?
No fucking idea. I can't. I mean, me neither.
No, they blow heaps of air up, like suck it in and blow heaps into their cheeks and stuff, and use that and just keep sucking air in as the air out of their cheeks is going.
Oh wait, I can do it. It's like when you're smoking and then you let it out of your mouth, but breathe it in through your nose like that.
No, because
Actually, that's
sort of, but you're not letting it out your mouth. You're just sort of opening your mouth and letting the smoke come out.
it's that in reverse, Fizz. Right? Because in that you're inhaling through your mouth to inhale smoke, right? When you're smoking.
Yeah.
But then you might take a pause to like.
Well, I mean, when you let it out, when you like exhale
Oh, yeah.
out, but then you're also like inhale it up to your nose.
Oh yeah.
Leaves those little
Yeah.
trails that wrap your lip.
Yeah, no, that, yeah. Spot on.
Yeah. I think I'm a pro.
Nice. Okay, so I've rolled all of them into where they need to be. Let's add Robar, Sam, Bucket, and then let's have everyone else roll initiative, please.
here we go.
Bucket. Oh, Bucket's already in there. Good stuff.
Fuck me.
Oh, Bucket. Oh, nice and high.
That is ridiculous. I've got a +6 on my initiative and I rolled an 8 because I rolled a 2.
Oh man, aren't you glad it's a surprise round for you guys? All right, so Bucket is up first, and it is surprise round. So what's Bucket want to do?
Real quick, Jason, you have a suffocating pop-up blocking.
No, it's gone.
Oh, yep, it just disappeared. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, so
Yep. Bucket was just holding her action to dash in. So how do you want to handle that? Are we just treating it like a whole round? We just have surprise they're not going to do anything, or should I just hold her action until after they go so I don't ruin theirs?
no, we all sort of go
you guys, because of the way you planned it, you have surprise. None of the bad guys, all the giant, all the friends are going to move this round. It's you guys get an entire round to yourselves. Then we go back to the top of the initiative and go from there.
Okay, clear. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the thing. As much as I want to run in, I don't want to blind the other guys.
Mhm.
Like I want them to get their stuff off.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hold my action to dash in with her.
Okay.
What the hell? Wait, and then I'm up right after that. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Well, if you then hold your action to attack when you get there, that's going to happen basically after all of your friends have done stuff. So she'll dash in, then you'll get to go whack, 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 and then the round will start again.
Yep. Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I'm doing. Hold
Sick.
my action to dash in.
No problem. Then it is Sam. Jeffrey?
Could I also
Oh,
activate her
Sam, of
fiery
course.
feat?
Yes.
So,
Sweet.
San, let's just do a quick thing here and yeah, okay. So, what San's gonna do? That Sirenscape's breaking up for me. There we go. Get rid of that. So San is going to go up here. He's going to not go to the air. He's actually gonna basically hide behind the hill without taking a full stealth action for it. Just
Mhm.
hide, essentially. Well,
Well, he's already hidden at the moment.
oh, there you go. And
Yeah.
he's going to prepare to actually hold his action to fire his bow when if the enemy becomes alert enough to start heading toward us.
No problemo.
I think that'll be San.
Right. Holding his action to fire when the enemy starts heading towards you. So not taking advantage of the surprise round in which the enemies aren't paying any attention to you whatsoever.
Good point. They're not going to do that until next turn anyway.
Yeah.
So, dear. Okay, what range have I got here?
And also remembering that him shooting isn't going to fuck everyone else's shit up. Like, you have a full surprise round, so these guys are not aware of anyone's presence this whole round.
In that case, let's have some fun.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go straight at, whoops, go to select. This ogre's ear. According to this, he's only 40 feet away.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, so that's definitely close range for a longbow.
Uh-huh. Well and fucking truly.
You know what I just realized? The mammoths and the giants aren't undead.
No, they're not.
That's a good thing. I was worried about that.
Me too. I thought they were all ready to get us when we came up the hill.
No, they've like the giant and the two mammoths are backed up against that side of the hill by this horde of undead zombies.
I put it together when I noticed the dead things around them.
Yeah, yeah. Like in the time it took you guys to get in position, the fucking zombie and the mammoths have like wailed out a few of them. They've wailed into them and taken a little bit more damage, but they're a lot healthier than a lot of the undead. That'll be a hit.
Oh, really?
Yep. So will that.
You might be able to roll with advantage on the. I guess.
Actually, you can because they're completely unaware of you. So roll all of them again to see if you get any crits.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So yeah, just ignore that. Roll 3 more. See if you get any crits. No. Oh wait. Yes.
Never mind.
Yes, have?
The 19. Read your stat block, buddy.
Is that
Improved
with...
critical. The warrior's attack roll scores a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20 on the d20.
No, but he got a 13 on the d20. It's a +6.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, sorry. Good call. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, no crits. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no crits. So yeah, three damages. So the first one is 8. 2 more.
2 more?
Yeah.
No, 2 more damages, isn't it?
Oh, 2 more damage. I thought that was weird. Okay. 4 and
Shit. Everyone else is in combat already. He's not put him in there.
He doesn't even launch the arrow. He just pulls the quiver off and launches the quiver.
Refreshing my VTT because it's not pulling much stuff. Let's properly. Might just switch a setting. Also, we'll probably just do the surprise round and then call it there because it's like a bit after 12 now.
Yep.
And come back at the start of the proper combat. Let me just check and see if this works for me. That's a bit better. Yep. Okay. So how much damage was it all up? 8, 4, and 7, so 19.
Question about that.
Yes.
Since it'll be a new session, will we get hero points at the start of the session, or do we
Yeah.
wait until after combat?
You will get them at the start of the session. So if you have any
All
left, use them now.
Love it. Love it.
Right, so that was Sand's turn. Next one we're doing is Robot's turn. That's
Okay, so
Jason.
Robot. Yep, Robot is just going to let off a couple of bows at.
Yep. He will need to move up to do so. He's not flying and below the. I mean, he's probably alright there, I guess, but they'll be able to see him once he fires. You know what I mean? Like, so next round they'll know he's there unless he hides again and moves.
Yeah.
Moves and hides.
So, he'll come up to the line so he can see. What's his range?
Short bow, so I think it's like what?
80.
80? Yeah,
80.
So plenty.
Yeah. Alright, so he's going to shoot at this big thing over here.
Top one or
yeah,
the
top
bottom?
one.
Yeah, that one. Go for it.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be a nat 1.
Well, that's a problem.
if he was hidden advantage.
Oh, yeah. Very true.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
roll with advantage.
Roll it again. That'll be a 15.
Oh, that hits.
Cool. And I'll roll my second shot with advantage. Oh, lucky, because I got a nat 1 again. That's a...
Oh. Alright, so 2 hits.
Oh, 11. Oh, and a 10. 21.
Nice. This is a good old chunk. Yeah, I put the health bars on this one because I wanted to be able to show like that the fight had already started and also how much work you guys have to do. Yeah.
All right.
So that's his action. Did you want to move and rehide or?
Yeah, he'll
So I think you can hide as a bonus, right?
Don't
No.
know if it's got.
No, we can't.
But he's gonna move over there and he'll I don't know, hide next turn.
Sure, no problem.
Because they won't. As a surprise round, they know that the shots have come from this way, but I'm doubting they're going to be knowing where it is.
Yeah. All right. Kadam.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
Yeah.
Now, since Yahsob is raging and insisting that you charge towards the nearest enemy, and that's basically what you have to do this turn, I'm going to allow Yahsob to pull out the whistle and start blowing for free.
Excellent, because that's exactly what I was planning to do.
Yeah.
And
So
I've measured this up. My movement goes to 80.
Yep.
And
Well, with the whistle.
With the whistle, yeah.
Oh, nice. Where are you going then?
No,
Anywhere
don't
he
go
wants.
in there, because I've told you that I'm going to fireball the place.
There's plenty of other places to fireball, buddy.
So, yeah, straight on top of this big ogre guy's face.
Sure thing. Straight over the other guys at height, I'm guessing, so bypassing any attacks of opportunity.
That's the plan.
Alright, but you are coming down to Ogre's face level. Just let me check some things before you go ahead. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
But you have 15 feet.
Are you like still just above it, or are you at like eye level with it? Because if you'd be at 10 if you're at eye level.
Let's go eye level.
Cool.
So he'd be at AOP range.
Yeah.
He would have gone up and then come down is what I'm thinking. Not up and over and then come down into him as he's gotten there. So I'm down with that. Yeah, no problem. Go right ahead.
Okay. Well,
Advantage attacks.
well, there's that. But let's go first for the 18 DC lightning.
Zappy Zappy on him, I guess.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to give him disadvantage because he didn't see it coming. Fucking what a shame. I should have just, let him roll it normally. He failed.
And we have 5 damage from that
Okay.
lightning.
Yep, done.
And now this.
Because you just raged, you get another 40 feet of movement.
That was what made him pounce up before he raged at the very beginning. For everything
Oh,
else.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. This
Yeah.
is his bonus action,
Okay.
zap.
Yeah.
Okay, so going at his face with Cord's grace, and this is when Yahsob calls out, "I think you're ogre-rated."
Oh my god! All right, so you've got advantage for the surprise, so you don't need to go reckless.
Oh, okay.
But I'm going to give him advantage if he survives. Give him advantage to hit you for such a terrible pun.
Nice.
Nice nat 20. I don't think he'll be getting that advantage on you somehow. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Don't forget your brutal critical.
Yeah, so add an extra d6.
Or is it
Yes.
2?
Here's a d6 for brutal critical.
No, it's only 1. Oh, yeah, at this level.
Here's 1 for the lightning as well.
No, I mean for the natural 20.
Means
Do
for
they
crit.
double it?
Yeah, it already did. He rolled a crit, but no, you don't so he has brutal critical as a barbarian, right?
Okay, yep.
So he gets normal crit doubling plus 1 extra damage dice for the weapon he's using. That's why great axes are generally considered better because you get an extra d12. In this case, because it's a 2d6 weapon, he only gets 1 extra d6. But then also the radiant, or the thunder, sorry, plus rage. So it's 11 plus 5 is 16, 22. Rage is 3, 25 damage. You absolutely mash this thing's skull back into its shoulders, and it collapses in a heap beneath you. You still have an attack left, and there's another zombie right next to you.
I was
Just
gonna
so
say.
much
Just underneath you. Hey, what's that?
Sorry.
Was that Fizz?
I was just laughing. I was like, I seeing the whack-a-mole, but it was the ogre head. Just popped in.
Love it. All right, go for it, Jeff.
Okay. If I don't get advantage otherwise, I'm just going to go reckless. And not so great this time, only 11.
Mark is muted.
Sorry, I was muted. It still hits.
Still
Oh, wait a
hit.
minute. That guy's zombie. Hang on, let me double check. Yes, that hits.
Okay.
Oh,
Go.
sorry, 1 second. Someone else had to check.
Seeing if the ogre pops back up.
Yeah, not happening. Not with that much damage. 6 damage to the zombie plus thunder plus rage.
Yes. So let's roll some thunder from this thunder hammer.
Mm-hmm.
And rage 3. So 14 for that lot.
I'm saying, no problem. Just give me a look. Done. Chunk.
Okay.
I believe that'll be your turn.
Taiji, are you not in the combat order?
Oh, fuck. You've got the old sheet again. What did you roll for initiative, Taiji?
It was a shit one. Hang on. Initiative 8.
Okay. All right. So you still should have already gone before Kadam, so just go now.
Okay. That's cool. Alright, so I will... I will drop a fireball there.
Okay, give me 2 seconds to select everybody. What level?
5th level.
Fifth
The
level fireball.
Dex 16. Here comes the damage. Not very good damage.
10d6.
Not very good damage for 10d6.
Oh, yeah.
28,
Yeah,
got
this is
lots
gonna
of...
take up that whole corner.
All right. Well, then,
Regardless, like the action economy you just pulled out of the fight is
yeah,
huge.
applying damage. Boom. There you go. Not
And
so bad after all, hey?
hang on. And I'm going to use the official rest, number of power surges. Once per turn, when you deal damage to a creature or object with a wizard spell, you can spend 1 power surge to add +5 force damage, an extra +5 force damage.
Okay, so this zombie will go down to 2. This zombie will hang on to that many. We'll go down to, we say an extra 5.
Yeah.
That many. This one to that many. And then this one to that many. Done. So you didn't kill any more of them, but you got down close on a couple.
Yeah, that's cool.
And still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zombies taken out.
And have I got any bonus actions? No, not as a wizard. No. No, I have no bonus actions as a wizard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move down the hill a little bit so they can't see me, and I'll have my hood still up.
Yep.
And
No problem.
yeah, I'll be
You're
ready
not
to switch
hidden,
over.
you want
next
to
time.
just yeah.
No, I've
you
just
still
gone
need
down
to
there.
hide, but
Down the
yeah.
hill so they can't see me.
Out of sight. Yeah, not a problem. Okay, so with that,
Now, charging in.
yes, excellent, exactly. Go.
Fuck, I only have 60 feet.
Isn't bucket dashing?
Yeah, which gives her movement. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, yeah, because I was holding my action. That's why what gets me to only 60 feet. Which is fine. It can get me into the zombies and stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
60 from bucket.
I'm gonna go right here.
You could almost get to the ogre. Like, yeah, definitely getting in range of stuff. Go for it.
Well, I was trying to get up to this guy.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Just so that one side of the board was clear. Anyway.
I mean, you would. So you would be able to reach the closest, like the zombie here. Hang on, fucking sorry, pin. You would be able to reach, like, get to this zombie with bucket, kick it in the face with bucket, and then stab the other one with reach. You got a 15-foot fucking pike right now, don't you?
Yeah, except I can't kick as well, right? Oh wait, I can because I have a thing on bucket that says when she dashes.
Boom. Yep.
Somewhere. I don't know. This is a long sheet. All right, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, she can bonus action hoof attack when she dashes in like that. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, hits. Does all the damage and like even sends it flying. It just gets absorbed into the zombie horde. But you can see it was well dead before that happened. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, look at that. Okay, you set it on fire and then kicked it in. So I'm going to let that 6 damage because you well and truly killed it with the hooves carry over onto the big horde of things, and the fire damage hits that.
Yeah,
instead.
what is that thing? That big horde of things?
It's called a zombie clot. So it's basically like when a whole bunch of zombies like get forced into a confined space, they're going to get tangled up with each other, and they just start rolling around, absorbing more shit.
I get it. They like stick to each other. They clot.
Yeah.
Clots make them. Okay, yeah, they're scabbing together. All right,
Yeah.
that's disgusting. Okay.
Yeah, it really is.
Going to attack that.
Yep, go for it.
Nice, I crit.
Oh,
Nice.
I crit, so some more damage. That and no wait, you can't add the +4 to that.
-4, so 20 so far.
Yep, and then
Yep.
the 2d10 for undead radiant things.
Yep.
Another 16.
Okay, so 36 in total.
Yeah.
oof. Wow.
So you kick a flaming zombie, or Bucket kicks a flaming zombie through it, and you follow up with this massive lunge with this spear that goes straight through the middle of it. And you can see it's already starting to quiver apart, and when the radiant energy strikes as well, the whole thing just like collapses into a heap of dead, rotting flesh. Well done. You still have one attack left and a zombie in range.
I have 2.
That's 2 attacks. Okay, yep. We have one
Yes, I'll
zombie in
go-
range. Well, maybe 2.
Or I'll go for this guy over here first.
Sure.
That's an 11.
That hits.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll it like this: 2d10 and then add a 4.
Yep.
So
Oof.
15.
Obliterated that one as well.
And then the one to my right.
So might be a
Here's
little harder
2d10
to hit. Yeah, still a hit though.
+4.
Yep.
Which is 13.
13. Same deal. Obliterated another one. So whack, whack, whack. And that's the end of your surprise round. So
Cheers.
yeah, fuck yeah, guys. Well done. With
Nice.
that, the giant will look around at you guys. And just because it's his turn next, so like he's still surprised. He's not going to take an action, but he's just going to look at you and go, thank you. And then look as if he's about to start trying to hit something else. So, and that, folks, is where we're going to call it. And we'll be back next week to see these guys hopefully mop up these undead and make friends with the giant.
Nice.
Then, yeah.
Thanks
heaps,
very
guys.
much.
I've had a thoroughly enjoyable session.
Yes. And we'll see you all next week.
Oh, thanks, Fizz. I forgot about that.
What's that?
I
Later.
forgot to add Akak to the combat tracker.
Oh,
All right. Thanks heaps, guys.
all right.
Wait, Akak has a surprise round as well.
Oh, yeah,
He was distracted. He doesn't get one.
Rack ack.
Yeah, it was distract act. He doesn't get one. He'll just get to act. But I will actually roll his initiative because that's his count from the last combat.
He's seen a piece of ice and thought it was a diamond.
I mean, he is actually a dragon, right? So
That'll be good for his horde.
yeah.
That might be
Alright.
Oh wow.
surprise to see
Okay,
fly
so
off.
Akak got a nat 20 for a 22, so he'll be taking he'll get his surprise action anyway.
Right.
Yeah, great. All right, so I'm just going to put a marker on him and say to action done. So we remember that for next week, and we'll come back at the top of the round with Akak's turn, and then Bucket, and so on and so forth.
All right.
Yeah, loves it. Thanks very much, everybody. A
Thank
long
you.
time. It's a bit late. We're going to throw to a raid or no?
I don't know if
I'm
there's
not
many
sure.
people. Oh, there's a few still here.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we can come up with. We'll see what happens.
All right.
We don't know. I'm not logged in anymore. So
We will see you next week.
thanks, folks.